Kimmy's winner is actually pretty low in the MPL. Tesla has been banned. Harv has been banned. So will EVOS continue with their ban of they wanting to get rid of Diggy? Because I can see that a lot of teams have been banning out the Diggy, but they ban out the Xboard, which I think is a more comfortable ban over here. Xpax, a lot has been open. They can take the Kaja, they can take the Cho, they can take the Esmeralda. Yeah. Although they have to be careful, because if EVOS gets a lot of crowd control over there, if they get Kaja and Cho, it's going to be difficult for the Esmeralda to
but
do anything.
This time they are the ones that giving off the bats to EVOS Esports. They want Kaja and Brock, which is possible. Or I think Cho is one of heroes that's super annoying to fight against. It's like so easily to go for the fighter or assassin. You can go for the Kufra. And Kufra, oh man, there's so many good heroes these days. Probably they're gonna ban 5 heroes one day. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
The point that Chizu wants to bring is one, the flexibility. You can pick a Chow. You don't know he's gonna play a tank. You don't know he's gonna play an assassin build.
It's like anything that you can throw at him. It's like he's so versatile.
So versatile. So over here, Xpax, they took the Akai, which I actually think they can delay the pick just because EVOS have shown their tanks over here. So they could actually,
They don't want to counter that Akai straight away picking off Diggy. But then Diggy is very good when it comes to pulling back your, like for Hayabusa example, one of the best picks to go against. So maybe this is actually something interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's a very interesting point that they did take Diggy just to cancel the potential, I would say like when Diggy is one of the best counters to Akai, right?
Counter for everybody.
Yeah, counter for every crowd control over there. And the thing is, it's good in two, three different ways. One, they took away the counter for Akai, so Akai can do whatever he wants. Number two, it forces EVOS for them to take the Purify to help cancel out the Akai's engagement. And number three, it helps the Esmeralda because the Esmeralda wants to be free. The Esmeralda doesn't want to be held down. Esmeralda is a strong, independent woman that needs no man. She wants to go in and she wants to take everything for herself.
He has something to say.
The Diggy will help out because the Esmeralda now, she doesn't have to take Purify.
Man, you're so into Esmeralda. Esmeralda is actually you. You want to be that dancer.
No, I can't.
Sexy girl.
No, she doesn't dance like that. She dances like this.
Oh, it's like this. Yeah, I'm sorry.
She dances like this. Over here, EVOS has banned out the Leomart, which I think is an okay ban because Axe Leomart is actually pretty good. He carried a couple of games with that, and EVOS Soul was the one that used Leomart just now, and I was actually impressed. Early on in the season, I wasn't impressed with the Leomart players, but now they have stepped up. So now EVOS
players, you impressed this guy already. Okay, keep on going with the Leomart. But anyhow, back to the laning and the drafting. EVOS is actually getting the same kind of draft which Xpax had before, but the difference is that Xpax had the counter, and they have a very good setup in terms of these 3 heroes, Kaja, Kufra, as well as the Cho. But now on the other side, they're still picking off Unta with a Claude. But I'm very interested to see Martis to be in the play, though.
I think Martis is really good just for the disruption in the team fight, where he has a lot of crowd control in the game, so he can disrupt everyone's positioning, which will help the Esmeralda tremendously, because even though Esmeralda can tank a lot,
they take Badang because they want a better setting up for the team. Look at this. If you got caught in between and Akai Hurricane Dance to go with Badang's as well.
Yeah, the thing is,
you're stuck in between.
For me, the Badang is a how should I say? Is a hit or miss, right? The Badang is a hit or miss is because he's strong. I think no one can deny that he is strong. But to set it up, it's going to be difficult because you have to hit his second skill. You have to lock them down. And
let's jump into the game right away, right now.
Yeah, hold on. We still have the final pick over here, and Lunox will be the final pick, which is very scary. Lunox and Kaja. So whenever they gang together, someone's going to die.
That's true, but I like how I think both teams' lineup is very stable based on how they rotate.
Yep.
It's all based on rotations. We cannot wait to see. But anyhow, we're going to go and jump in the second game of the first match of the day. Let's jump right now.
Nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
You know what I want?
What?
I want an Esmeralda skin of where she's wearing headphones. So whenever she dances,
that would be so cool,
yes.
man.
So whenever she dances,
like a DJ thing.
Yeah, it's like she's listening to music and she's grooving to herself. You know,
It's
maybe a capoeira skin.
when he jumps, she opened up a big
Yeah.
stereos and speakers, and everybody were dancing and not moving.
Yeah, I think I think an
Moonson,
Esmeralda.
take note.
Yeah, Moonson, come on, Esmeralda, a skin where she's listening to music and makes everyone dance. So I think that would be good. So
Disco time.
right now we're in the game, Raisha, and over here Arta. They're both at mid. A little bit different where the first game every 3 people are at mid. Now it's kind of almost the same rotation where it's 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. So I don't see any, I would say, early pressure right now, because sometimes we do see Diggy doing something very cheeky where he will plant the bombs
I like to do that.
at the enemies
Buff area, yep, exactly. It's
but-
gonna be a super hard to find him with that super bombs. And look at this, he's being a very cheeky guy, like always. He is a chicken. Why not? Maybe an owl. But then back,
I would say owl. I think owl is
is
the best.
a bird family.
Yes, part of the bird
But then,
family.
I'm still going in for the skins though. Wait for it. Esmeralda, imagine with it, we have a lot of disco team going on. Like for
Yeah.
example,
Bruno,
Bruno.
yeah.
We have also the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
So
The
maybe they
Elvis.
want to do the music thingy of thing. We have Venom. We have the sports one. We have the Royals. We do have the KOFs. So why not?
Yeah, but my favorite is Zodiac. Zodiac, nearly
Yeah, that's
every
true.
skin is so good. So yeah, over here the turtle will spawn in roughly 20 seconds. Both teams look like they're trying to almost avoid each other. Like they see where they are, and then they're like, okay, we know what you're doing, but you do you. It's a gentleman's agreement. But over here, Axe
No.
might get ganked, but he should be fine. 4 people
I
at
have
top.
to sacrifice
Ooh.
that, but they got it first. Xpax Assassin kind of counter at the lower or the bottom, which gives them the window of opportunity. They all show their faces for EVOS Esports. They have 4 men on top. This gives us a position for them. Xpax straight away go for the turtle, which will not be contested because they cannot make it on time for EVOS Esports. There's a long way going up from the top lane to the bottom one.
That is a huge victory by Xpax. Number 1, Axe survived. Number 2, Soul died. Number 3, they got a turtle. So it's a huge win. It's just one team fight, but that's huge. Over here, we can see that the Badang is doing very well by himself. Like,
He's playing super safe. That's
he's
the
playing
off lane.
super safe.
The off lane is all about trying to defend and stay alive. It's nothing about being offensive, but if you can, why not? But
Yep.
then looking at an opportunity, and now bottom, they might get the tower because they kind of lost the one that's on top and want to compensate it a little bit more.
Arta.
It seems that Arta is not being punished with that kind of position. Managed to just jump away in the nick of time with the rest of the team. Will just go back into the lanes and go back performing. While EVOS is actually rotating 4 to 1 man.
I think Ode Bramby, if he uses his Darkling over there, he might be able to kill the Akai, but I think he wants to save it because one is a tank. So you kind of don't care. Maybe you want to wait for one of the damage dealers to come by. But over here, we can see Xpax grabbing the crab over there. The turtle will spawn in roughly 1 minute. We can see over here Ode Bambi trying to get the buff, but he has to be careful.
Ooh, look at how much damage on the darkening on Cuckoo. Even though he got his ultimate going on for time of journey, but it seems like he just managed to stay alive at the last minute. And they managed to get that buff off. Didn't get the steal for a EVOS Esports, so they're still waiting for the bottom one. Look at that, trying to ambush for 3 of them. Will they go for 4 against 3? I don't know. Maybe it's kind of a short-handed, but it's 4 versus 4. They are diving in. Look at Arta open up Hurricane Dust. They still managed to get the kill for EVOS, and it seems like they have to force into a retreat. Arta have to back up very low HP on him, while Ace is spamming on emote, saying that he's gonna stay alive this time.
Yeah, very good counter engaged by Arta with the Akai. When the Kurupa went in, he used his Hurricane Dance to cancel it, but still there was too many members of EVOS Esports over there, so Raisha had to go down. Over here, EVOS, they're starting up the turtle. I think they're going to get it for free because if the plot overextends, he's probably going to die.
That's true. They just got it uncontested. By the time X-Assins realize that they are going in for the turtle, it's a little bit too late for them to rotate in. While Cuckoo trying to just guard the MM entirely, and Arta setting up just right for Bambi, but no follow-up. That's a pity, and still they have a little bit of miscommunication. While Unta and Cuckoo go in a bit late. Look at that! Unta managed to just being saved by Cuckoo with a little bit of a minor shield, as well as Avatar journey going on, while Cuckoo just gonna go retreat as well as their marksman here. That was a big misfortunate play by Xpax Assassin.
Yeah, over here we can see Raisha trying to get something over here. He's engaging in Soul. But speaking about the last team fight, right? Arta tried to catch someone out of position. He tried to use his Hurricane Dance to pin someone to the wall. And then Raisha unfortunately whiffs the ultimate. And then after that, he kind of just gave up and then just went for the minions. Which I think, even though if you whiff, once the Akai manages to catch someone, you should try to get something over here. Speaking of trying to catch someone, Arta is at the side trying to catch someone off guard, but I don't think he has his ultimate out right now. And yes, he doesn't have, so he's just more or less just protecting his team right now.
I'm still waiting for Axe to get involved with the team fight very soon, probably after minute 6 or 7 after this.
Yeah, the goal difference for a few minutes, yeah, it's actually roughly the same. But now EVOS, they have a 3,000 gold lead. So right now EVOS is just like slowly getting everything. None of their turrets have gone down, while Xpax, they have 4 turrets been brought down over here. Xpax still has a lot of room to come back, but if EVOS is very disciplined with their positioning and with their engages, they will get something. Arta is gonna get caught. He used his Hurricane Dance, but he's gonna go down to the Granger, and that's not the one you want to go down to.
Yeah, there's a lot of burst damage while Raisha is trying to survive, but Potato kind of being hooked up with a Digicast, kind of a return back, but it's not running. But
that
that's
was a mistake.
big win for EVOS. And it seems like Raisha is struggling to defend this alone. Axe just coming in, and it seems like he's going 1 versus 5. What was that? Plunges! Holy smoke, that's a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, but it was an okay, but we have to talk about...
What's that?
No, we have to talk about Unta's mistake. He saw all the members of EVOS over there. Yeah, he felt that it was safe for him to go forward. Yes, he can teleport back to Dexter, but he went way too far, and he was caught by the Kaja and Kaja's Divine Judgment. You can't get out of that unless you press the Purify exactly the same time as the skill is being casted, but that didn't happen just now. And Unta, he has to be careful.
If only Unta just follow up with that Padang huge wall and punches,
that would have been a win.
It's gonna be a total wipe up, trust me, because just a little bit unfortunate plays. Unta kind of caught up, like you said. He is kind of I kind of question his judgment too that time. What was he thinking?
Yeah, right now both teams have to be careful because the Lord will spawn in roughly 1 minute and 10 seconds. Any mistake will cost them. Arta trying to catch JPL, but JPL manages to go away without a problem. Soul goes in, and look at that damage on the Granger. Oh, that hurts so much.
Arta is the tank, but he goes slowly like a river in the flowing ocean. And his ace is just bouncing all over the place. They are catching one by one, but X trying to turn things over. It's not happening for the team. Xpax have to exchange for 2 members, and just not really a fair one. EVOS just lost 1 man.
Look at the damage on Unta just now. That the Lunos just dealt. I think she only touched him twice, and all that damage. Right now, we can see that there is a bit of miscommunication over here where Arta is going in when the team isn't ready, or perhaps he miscalculated the angle of his Hurricane Dance where he didn't actually manage to catch JPL over there. So right now, they really have to be careful because the Lord will spawn. And I think based on what's happening right now, EVOS will secure it.
Exactly.
So what Xpax has to do is they have to make their next engage in the defense count. Just like Chuchu said, if AX can catch people in his wall and then he executes his ultimate.
Blazing duet. Oh man, that's gonna be a team.
And then the Esmeralda going in as well. they can win. Their team fight is so strong.
Oh, wait for it. They are engaged with the war while two of the cores are going in for the Lord. They have the map control for EVOS, but now managed to come back a little bit, but lost a lot. That Lord is something that Xpax Assassin really needed. They sacrificed one tank, which is Ace, for EVOS, but they got themselves a bigger tank, which is going to be the Lord.
Yeah, one thing of concern, they took a long time to take down that tank. So
Yep, exactly, they wasted a lot of skills and time. Look at that. They are really being pushed up with a lot of pressure on all the lanes. EVOS getting all the map control. They are really low. They didn't even touch one single tower just yet for Xpax Assassin.
yeah, so this shows the maturity and the experience from EVOS. They lost the first game, but they will not go down just like that. They definitely fix whatever was going on in the first game, because this
the
time.
curse of Waffle is real.
Oh yeah, you know, every time I cast, it's gonna be a 3 game. So good for the viewers. You guys get extra quality content for you guys over here. The Lord is marching in. Xpax is trying to defend. Potato just poking him out with his ultimate, and oh dear Bambi. Oh, that's the tank. Arta is so low on health. And JPL.
Managed to get that time 34 Mama Cuckoo, but that is not enough. They lost that mid-tier tower, and it seems like they're going in for more. EVOS still try to punish Xpax for the kind of a stagnant mid-game, and it seems like one by one is being taken down. Probably Raisha next, so trying to get himself a better kick of Way of Dragon. He just got himself killed and punished. Look at that punches. Again, Barang is doing his work, but we're talking about Bambi with a lot of skills here. Damage burst he got it with him. There's a brilliance popped out. Raisha, he is trying to make it happen, but it's not enough. But look at that minion pushing in. They are so segregated just to making sure that this crystal is still standing up.
Yeah, EVOS is really aiming for the Unta. The thing is, once Unta goes down, that's a lot of damage that's being put out of the team fight, because whether they want to or not, Unta has to be in the team fight because they can give the comeback. But if either of them dies, it's going to be very difficult. Like I'm not talking about, oh, if one person dies, the other one can come back for them. No, they both have to be there, and that's going to be very difficult because EVOS has the Kaja, and the Kaja, just like just now we see Cuckoo tried to cancel that crowd control, but Divine Judgment is one of those things you just can't cancel.
That's true. And looking at the current state of the items, everybody almost finished up their course. And the thing is, we're still waiting for the combo coming out from Xpax Assassin, which is not happening till up to date. While Potato, though, they really need to shut him down. He never died even once. And look at his items, so high burst damage and penetration in terms of physical and armor. It's gonna be hard, even though you have Esmeralda on your side. That damage penetration is really gonna kick you off HP a lot.
Yeah, it's a very sad thing when you see the tank taking that much damage over here. Arta trying to catch someone off guard. Ace is gonna go down. He's just gonna pop his immortality. They managed.
He is a distraction to get that turret. Look at that. They were too occupied. Get him and bringing him down. Like you said before, Laffle, they are just going and wasting a lot of skills on that one particular tank, which is the Kofra. And he's not doing anything else. He's just distracting, and that opened up a lot of room for EVOS to push into the base.
Yeah, right now, Xpax, they're not in a good position. All of their inhibitor towers are down, but we saw the very same thing when they were going up against Todak, and they managed to win. So the thing is, whether they can have the same luxury against EVOS, I don't know. EVOS seems very disciplined right now. Rarely do I see any of them get caught off guard. Ace usually, but that's more or less just to get an objective.
Arta trying to jump in and open up the map, making sure that the Lord is still untouched. But right now, can they contest? And look at that damage. Arta pops straight away with the immortality. And this is hard to watch. Look at that blazing noise. Will it be a turning tide for Xpax Assassin? That was a nice kill there by the course. But it seems like they still kind of had their hands on danger. Potato easily, nobody is targeting him. Axe tried to catch him, but we did that dash. It's almost impossible. One more kill for EVOS. That's 3 trading to 1 with a big space for them to go for a Lord.
Yeah, very good flank by the Cho, taking out the back
But
line
they
over there.
almost got that just now.
Yeah. So right now, I said X and Unter had to survive, but not just the two of them. X is going to go down here. The Lord has spawned. Unter has
Dude,
nowhere
he's
to go.
alive.
So I think this is going to be game. We are going to a game 3 just a little bit once they did actually
Oh,
manage
we
to get
haven't
something.
know about that. We have to say you have to take back your word with that combo
Oh.
of a blazing duet with the Hurricane dance. It was a nicely well done setup by Arta, pushing it to the walls. But will it be enough? Cuckoo just spawned back from the X-Seas. But now look at that. So many cards going in.
The what? the X's.
X-Seas.
All right, so right now the Lord is still there, but they do not have enough damage to actually take it. So both teams still have a chance to get the Lord over there. EVOS, they have the unique advantage of there being no turrets at all for Xpax. So in a way, they can get the back door over there with the Chow, where 4 of them can contest the Lord, while Chow just pushing one lane, acting like he's Natalia.
So he has to pretend he's Natalia.
Yes. He has to go to the bush for a bit, and then he comes out, and then hopefully he's invisible. Over here we can see, hopefully he's invisible. So, and that's what we're seeing right now. Joe is at the top lane. He's just staying there while we are watching over here. EVOS, they're all centering around the Lord. Arta manages to catch someone off guard, but it's a tank, so he's not gonna be that bothered by
Wait,
it.
why Bambi is just watching the teammates go down? This is just hard to watch. What is happening? Bambi is not even moving a muscle. Well, looking at Axe now, it's gonna be a total different thing going on. And what he's trying to do, they're trying to finish it. One minute. Oh, that's the end of the game. It seems like EVOS managed to take away game number 2.
Yeah, you know, that's actually something very clever. It's 3 million IQ right there. What happened?
3 million IQ.
Yes. So
Interesting.
remember how you keep saying that Ace is the distraction? I think that was still the thing. Ace was trying to catch everyone from Xpax, because as we can see, it needs 5 members of the Xpax to kill that one tank, right? So for him to go down, a lot of the people have to go towards him. And then when that happens, Bambi can see all of them. And when Bambi sees all of them, he just has to delay the recall. So
That's true.
I think that's what they were aiming for. It's like, get everyone into my vision. I will stop their recall. The rest of you, go end it.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I don't think they were even trying to get the Lord. They were just trying to get the Xpac members out of the base.
That's right. And now looking at the current stat, MVP goes for Potato as well as Cuckoo, but then, man, it's so hard to catch that Potato. Even though he's just a potato, but he's a really dashing potato.
Yep. So I think we will be going to the highlights, which is brought to us by our ever so lovely Black Shark.
Thank you, all legendary sponsors. This is where the moment everybody going in a Cuckoo. This is the questionable moment where we kind of a dumbstruck taken off by Untas going in blindly, and this is the moment I really love how X just kind of wipe out 2 of the 5 men there. It's 2 versus 5.
Yeah, over here we can see Cuckoo using the time journey to cancel out a lot, and they actually managed to get a few things there, but the damage on themselves was too high. X just got destroyed over there. And Unter, if he wasn't fast enough, he was probably going to go down as well. So this is again what I was talking about. I think Badang is a hit or miss, is because the hero itself is strong, but a lot of things have to go right for things to go right. And it's not that difficult for things to go wrong.
That's so twisted, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of logic, but then I kind of see. I know what Bambi's trying to do.
Yeah.
He's waiting to making sure there's nobody actually going back to the base. He will cancel teleportation, because look at this. The rest of EVOS just going in. That distract and divide moment of tactical. Going 3 at top, while the other 2 is just being the victim for the bottom ones. That was insanely, incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 million IQ. No one has recorded to have 3 million IQ, but only in the MPL can you see such people. So yeah, we will continue on because it is going for a third
It is
game.
Lafel giving us 3 games.
This is me. Whenever I cast, the viewers over there will get the maximum amount of games, you know. So yeah, the Gaji was there to say, but it's okay. No problem. No problem. So over here, we can see EVOS against Xpax. Xpax, they show that it's okay. Chuchu can laugh. I can do the talking. It's fine. You guys love to hear my voice. So, EVOS, they're strong. Xpax, they're strong. So who's stronger will win. That's my analysis for the day.
I don't know, man. It's just when it comes to you, it's just. Well, anyhow, we're gonna just jump into the third game right now. The moment that he said he brings the curse in,
Yep.
we're gonna have to anticipate it. But then we are live at Facebook Gaming, and this is MPL-MY Season 4, which is brought to you by EGG Network and Moon2. Not forgetting all other sponsors, which is the lovely Black Shark. Straight away, Bano X-Board.
Yes, if you want to get to Mythic really fast, get yourself a black chart because it's going to improve your gameplay by a little bit. Now, we can see that the X-Board has been banned. It's not going to get played. So, Harif, he has been nerfed. But he's one of those heroes where even if you nerf him,
he's gonna be still OP.
He's still going to be OP.
It's just the hero itself. Its existence is already OP.
Yeah,
that hair, though, that hair is already OP. Look at that hair.
You know,
Wavy.
it's kind of like they didn't nerf him. It's just fightable.
They just make it feel better for you guys who asked for a nerf. It's like, hey, we did a little something.
Yeah.
Batman's gonna like, you feel better, right?
Yeah,
okay,
so,
that's it.
you know.
That's just it, guys. But then Kufra will not be seen. I think one of the problems they had and throughout this whole match, for match number 1, is just Kufra. Everywhere that Kufra goes is gonna be a problematic. For example, Xpax got themselves a Kufra at first,
Yep.
but then EVOS got themselves Kufra. So Kufra, will it be one of the most famous pick heroes for this season?
Yeah, I think Kurfwa is actually very, very solid, especially because he can cast his first skill in a bush and you can't see it. You can't hear it, but you don't know which angle he's going to come from.
And one more thing that I noticed yesterday. Did you know that when you charge in the first skill of Kufra, it opens up a big AoE for you to actually open up the maps around you
yeah.
temporarily? But that's a moment that really needed if you need to see whoever around you in that bush. So very handy with Kufra.
Yeah, right now EVOS, they secured the first pick, Kaja, and if we rewind back, the Kaja was really good at catching out Unta. Xpax managing to get the show so far. 2 wins for the show for the day on each side of the game. So hopefully this will help them out. Artha managing to get the Grok. So right now EVOS, they have a lot open for them. Terizla is still open because this time Terizla hasn't been banned. The question is whether they want to or not. Esmeralda lost twice already. I still think it's strong. I still think it's strong.
I think it's more in terms of composition of the heroes that really need to back off Esmeralda, especially if he jumps in. And there's a lot of spells that can counter Esmeralda. For example, Purify is more than enough.
Yeah.
But Terizla, though, can they make it happen this time? If they have, okay, they only have Raisha and Arta, which pick themselves a Cho as well as a Grog there. Wild Charge going out from that penalty zone is doable. Going out with that Shumpo from that penalty zone is doable. And Diggy Ultimate obviously gonna just make everybody goes away from the penalty zone. But then if they can combo with the Hurricane Dance, it's going to be a different story if you can push into the penalty zone.
Yeah, right now one of the mistakes that Xpax did was because they chose the Diggy. Now they know where Cho is going. Because one of the things we talked about last game was Cho is super flexible. He can be a tank. He can be a damager. But at a situation where you have 2 people with a supportive, a defensive kind of role, it kind of tells you that this Chow is going to be the off lane. So the last game, for example, this time they can ban out one offlaner, but because they know the offlaner has been picked, so they just threw away the mid laner. But Xpax can turn this around by banning another mid laner, lowering the hero pool even more. They could ban out the Lunauts, and then they could take the Gushing themselves.
That's true. There's also still Selena in the pool, which I think kind of hardly seen these days for their users.
It's because I think it's just because of the execution. Maybe during
one of the
during rank they're very comfortable. They can lie down. They can put the feet on the table and everything. So they feel really good, right? But during tournament you can be very nervous. Your heart racing, doop dap. Your sweat will be showering your face and everything.
Have you seen that, or is it just you?
No.
I think it's just him. He's talking about himself, guys.
I coach teams. I see this thing happening,
It's happening to you when this guys, I think it's more than real. I seen them in the camp just now. But now they are finished off their lineup for EVOS with a carry as well as a Gushing on his side. But then Hayabusa, though, they don't have Diggy on EVOS' side. They do have Hayabusa and Diggy on their side. So will it be better for X-Assins this time around, or EVOS find a way to turn things over?
Yeah, so we will be watching the games. I think the draft is so far so good. So let's get into the game.
Girls with the nails done. Girls with the nails done. Girls with
Yeah, that's a lot of upbeat music there.
Oh, I actually like the music. But yes, now we are at the third game of EVOS Esports versus Xpax Assassins, where Xpax got the first game and then EVOS got the second. So the most important thing is who will get the third. Over here we have gone in. Bambi will be using Gushin, Soul will be using Teresa, Ace with the Akai, Potato using Carry, JPL once again with the Kaja. And Xpax side, Axe using the Cho, Artha using the Grok, Kuku again with the Digi, Raisha this time with the Lunox, and Unta with the Hayabusa.
Oh, look at that. And straight away into the game. They are going super aggressive, but not anticipating will be the first blood, which is going to be the mid lane core. They really need to save that core without getting killed. It's a big, big unfortunate play by EVOS Esports as G there. And straight away going for the buff and steals a lot of economical value on EVOS' side. Soul's trying to do a damage control, but Artha is really low. They managed to get it. Still managed to get that kind of a revenge going on, but Raisha steals away the buff.
Yes, this is a huge impact of the game because if anyone plays the game at a high level, you should know when the mid laner goes down that early, it's going to be really hard because the rotation is going to be slow and, you know, the burst damage is not going to be there. But over here, Axe, he tried to secure the crab. He didn't, you know, get it. But, you know, at least he didn't go to the Gushin. He went to the tank. So
that's true.
It's a small victory, but bersyukur lah dengan apa yang ada.
Be thankful that what he is meaning of. But then this is the moment where you said a big problematic situation for the Bambi, who is the mid player. He is really low on level. Once you're low on levels, you don't have the ultimate. It's so hard to go for a rotation and a definite kill. And now they already have Raisha on level 4 as well as the Unta, while the mid laner is still level 3 for Bambi. He cannot go for in jumping out and for the burst damage just yet.
Yeah, more importantly, JPL with the Kaja, he as well is only level 3, so no Divine Judgments is gonna go out. And over here, Xpax has a big advantage over at the Turtle, and if EVOS try to contest, they might actually die over there, so they have to be careful. So I think this will be a free one for Xpax. The goal difference isn't much to talk about, but still, the pressure itself is still very strong. Axe over here protecting his lane, and he's doing a good job over here, especially with Arta backing him up.
One of the most vital thing in the early game is the levels, especially. And once you died, imagine how many waves of creeps and minions that you missed out. And that's a lot of gold that you didn't manage to get. And now the course, oh my goodness, Ace is just managed to get that Hurricane. Does really nice timing on that. While Ace is struggling to run with a lot of ultimate wasted to kill that one particular tank, making sure that they got a little bit more poking on that turret. Was that worthwhile for dashing right in, and there's a lot of skills going on.
Yeah, I kind of don't think it's worth it, especially since he used his flicker. So it will be a 2-minute cooldown on that. So he will not to get any good advantages against the carry over here, and B, he can't run away when something goes wrong. So he has to be extra careful with his positioning. But yeah, he went in and he kind of gave a free kill to the Akai, which the Akai did not have to get that kill.
That's true, but now Bambi, who realized that he is actually not really great doing in terms of a gang or a team fight, managed to get himself a position where he is split pushing on top. I was kind of confused. If you've seen the animation on K-Skin, that's kind of similar to Cho's kind of a movement in punching and, you know. Yeah,
over here we can see, oh dear, Bambi getting caught out, and oh dear, he was saved by JPL. That was very clutch, but that shows the impact of dying at the mid lane at a very early level. So over here, like sometimes I would see the comments and they will say like, oh, this team is doing bad, the rotation is bad, blah blah blah. This is how you sound, viewers. Anyways, you have a very deep voice, by the way. People always say that the rotation is bad. It's not bad. It's just that
random, man.
It's not bad. It's just that once the mid lane has that amount of disadvantages, if they actually go for the gank, they are potentially giving themselves over to the enemy.
But then wait for it. Arta open up with a wall charge. They're trying to catch it up, but managed to get Raisha on the walls. But it seems like no following up on Ace's Hurricane dust. But being punished back by Raisha. Look at that. How much damage has been out with the darkening. And Raisha is being denied his resistance by Soul. Getting that punches. And now being kicked is none other than back it up. Being back into the punishing zone. It seems like Teresa won't last that long.
Yeah, over here, Xpax has taken the early game lead, and this time their mid game they are not being passive, which last game they kind of were. So this game they kind of like, you know what, once we have an advantage, we have to be a little bit aggressive with it, which kind of is a double-edged sword, because we saw
oh my goodness, that burst
this
damage.
will be the comeback. This will be the comeback. Just because the Gashin got that one kill,
it will be a huge, big one kill. And it was the Hayabusa at that. And now they're trying to contest on the turtle. Where they make it for EVOS. They really are crucial to get this turtle. While Arta trying to block things out. While Soul is not going to go in just yet. He's trying to get the position right. Well, again, I said, have you seen Bambi with the Gashin, with the K-skin? It's so similar with animation of Axis shell movement.
Yeah,
it's
kinda.
very, very similar.
Yeah, so maybe Munton just took the King of Fighters punya movement, and they just like
I didn't say any of that. That beep.
So, you
So
know.
that beep.
yeah. It's an okay skin.
Okay.
I prefer the Venom, but still, you know.
It's K.
Yeah, it's I get it.
No, you're
I
very
get it.
late with the punch, but
Yeah.
now wait for it. They are trying to contest for the turtle, and EVOS were forced to retreat, but it's not canceling out the turtle just yet, and that's gonna be a reset. Both teams are not getting it, and now the slashes are out, and that was a nice timing of Hurricane Dance. Ace managed to secure that one kill, and it seems like Arta trying to rush away and running out exit with the flicker, and it seems like Axe will help, and Kuku will go away with a back to the base.
3 million IQ by Akai, but Akai is gonna go down. JPL might also go down as well, but they managed to kill him first. Shut down for the Grok right now. Everyone is dying. A little bit.
Everyone is dying.
Yeah.
That's so dark, so fast.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, for all of you that doesn't guess, Chichu is very entertained when she casts with me, because sometimes the things that I say
Random, man.
should not be said, but it's okay. Right now, I would say that both teams, they still have I would say it's at a standstill where both of them are doing really good, but we have to mention that EVOS actually got back the gold lead after killing off the Hayabusa, where the kill was given over to Bambi. Bambi is now looking at a better position. He is 3-2-0. Yes, he died twice, but he got 3 kills. He was shot down by the Arta, so Arta will get the extra gold. Right now, EVOS is getting the turtle. If they win this, then they are looking at a very good pace. Potato has not been touched. Arta is going in. Arta is gonna go down. Chuchu, take it over.
And Divine Judgment was nice. Penalty zone has been dropped, but that time really cancelled out every single ultimate been dropped. But then, wow, that's a lot of damage going on with the mid game. But don't forget about X. They are neglecting again. They are kind of too occupied. Xpax Assassin is playing back EVOS Esports SSG second game at their face. And it seems like they are going in for more. Look at EVOS still pressuring on top. Xpax Assassins have to retreat for a moment because there's not enough men on their side. With it, Diggy just being an egg is not going to help that much.
Yeah, he can give vision. Over here, Axe kicking off things all with Potato going there, but Ace managing to protect him, but he still goes down to the Lunox. Artha is trying to catch over, but Bambi and JBL are just too fast, so they can run away. But yeah, Joe kicked things off with Potato. He kicked the Potato to the team, and Potato died. He got bursted down by the Raisha. Yes, but mashed potato.
Oh,
he became mashed potato.
Yeah, he was kicked, so he's being mashed. Nice. Yep. Great. Well done.
Yes, puns everywhere. The Lord will spawn in roughly 45 seconds, so this will definitely be a contest for you. One interesting thing is Xpax, they have the opportunity to do a double split push situation with the Cho and the Hayabusa. Usually we see the Hayabusa as the split pusher, but so far in this game we have seen Cho with his Axe with his Cho. He's been doing the split pushing, which has gotten to the team at a roughly even gold pace. Because I think if he didn't try to steal the turrets while the team was busy doing team fighty things, the goal might be advantageous to EVOS right now, especially with the kill lead. So yeah, I think the Lord is something that everyone has to be very, very careful about, because this is the third game. Once you lose this game, there's not another game. We're going to go out with a different team. So everyone is going to play. I think everyone would just hide in the bush, wait for someone to be out of position.
But then you're gonna cancel that statement now, because they are baiting out. Xpax is baiting out EVOS Esports, coming out from their shells. Look at that, try to provoke going in, but Soul kind of got caught up. Will he drop the penalty zone on point? He managed to drop it out, but it's not enough. But Bambi's still going in for more, and it seems like the burst damage on EVOS side is real. Look at that, more carries on his side, and it seems like Potato trying to be catch up by the rest of the team of X-Assins, but going in with condensers. That Bambi really need to shut down. They managed to shut him down in the early game, but it seems like Lunos trying to revamp back into the game. Raisha is going in for more, and Kuku will be the one who gonna be Ace's victim. There we go, finally just whack him a little bit more, and he got the kill. It was a kind of a fair fight, 3-on-3 at that.
Yes, but I kind of want to say a lot of mistakes has been done by Xpax. Was they managed to catch Soul out. Yes, here's the Tesla. I don't think it's the prime target for you to draw everything, because once the Tesla was caught, Hayabusa
wait for it. Now stuck at the wall, but with a light charge open up, and JPL, both Ace kind of stuck. Ace has nowhere to go. He managed to jump in the last minute. Potato coming in for the rescue. He still got a lot of the damage. Golden Staff, but no defense item on Potato just yet, so he don't want to get caught in the middle of a really tough fight. But they don't have Axe on the side though. If only Axe can kick a little bit more on Potato, maybe he can shut him down.
Yeah, going back to what I was gonna say, Xpax, they threw a lot of their skills onto Soul, even though he's an offlaner, but he's kind of like a tank. He only has one damage item probably. So because the thing is, I saw Untitled using his ultimate at a crowded place with 3 to 4 people there, and the primary target was the Tesla. I don't think as a Hayabusa that is what you should do. You should wait out. You should try to catch either Odia Bambi or Potato at the back line.
But wait for that again. Artha was being the damage, and it seems like he is straight away sent back to the lobby and waiting for his revival. And the rest of the team is kind of historic. Look at that double kill on that carry. He already farmed up so much damage. Raisha being pushed out. Can he pop that brilliance out? It seems like being denied with that hurricane dance. That was a nice setup for EVOS, baiting that out with just Soul.
Yeah, that was a wipeout, and they have the opportunity to get the Lord or end it. And I think they say, you know what, we have time, we should end it. But I can see that Soul is marching his way to the Lord, so he will probably start that. They are gonna get the inhibitor tower.
They can end it actually, but they don't want to. Maybe just want to secure
this
Lord
because this is the third game. You don't want to throw any kind of mistakes. You don't want to be like, oh, maybe we should have backed off of there. We overcommitted. We should have gone for the Lord. So, you know, they don't want that kind of situation to happen. So, yeah.
But you have to give thumbs up to Ace. His Hurricane Dance has been on point. Getting caught in that Hurricane Dance, stuck in between. And there's always follow-up, which is Potato.
Yep.
That's gotta hurt.
Yep, the viewers can't see it right now, but I have both my thumbs up. Both my hands and feet have their thumbs up. So now Lord is marching at the mid lane. They are trying to delay it by not clearing the minions, but the Lord himself has cleared the minions. Right now we can see that Soul is at the top lane. JPL has used his invisibility trying to catch someone, and he manages to catch Untitled. No, that's a very big pickup, because once Untitled is down, now Artha is also about to go down there by the carry. Carry got a double kill. The Lord will be marching in. They're all aiming for the crystal, and the crystal is gonna go down here. So it's a win for EVOS Esports SG.
I swear to God, Untitled is cussing so much because it's gonna be JPL caught him every single time. He locked, trust me.
Yeah.
JPL locked on you, Untitled. You can just throw up that vent and call him straight away. The JPL, why did you do that to me?
You know, the thing is, you know, I know some of the pro players, and there will be a time they'll be like, oh, Kaja is not a problem. But once those kind of things happen, they'll be like, I really hate Kaja.
Everybody hates you now, but back to the stats. JPL got himself the MVP, no kill, 12 assists, setting up for the rest of the team. But Ace got himself a silver. I say Ace putting up a good hurricane dance for the rest of the team. Well, we're going to jump into the highlights, which is brought to you by our legendary sponsors, Black Shark.
Thank you, Black Shark, for the highlights that we will see right now. Over here, we can see Raisha managing to get a kill to Ace.
JPL did die just now.
Yeah, this is one of the things is that the team fight is kind of messy over here, especially from Xpax, where everyone was kind of segregated.
Segregated a bit.
Segregated a bit. Where instead of focusing the very same target, they kind of have their own targets in mind. So in certain situations, I think it's good. But for this situation, it causes a lot of the EVOS esports players to actually managing to hide away, managing to survive some of the engagements. So
that's the thing I think about Akai in this game is that every single time they try to reach out for Potato, it's just impossible. That hurricane dance push away every single person that's in front of a Potato, and it's look at that, Potato just keep on getting the hits from the flanks. Nobody seems to just want to get that kill for him, and again Potato was being aimed by the rest of the team for Xpax, and Ace just being a nuisance with the rest of them. And we have Bambi, don't forget about his burst damage as well.
Yeah, and this really shows why EVOS is the best team in Singapore, is because they were shut down at the early start of the game, where the Gushin and the Kaja was essentially there just to clear the minions and there to clear the jungle. They're not going to gang for a while, meaning the early game, Xpax kind of had it in the bag.
Yeah, they already had it, but they can't lose it. One of the things that I really like about Gushin, which is Bambi playstyle, is that even though he's been shut down, really kind of a hard time to play with in an early start, but he didn't go in straight for the lanes to get back. He go for the side flanks lanes to get back his experience and goal at that.
Yeah, very, very great game. So over here we can see the upcoming match is going to be Axis Esports against Louvre Esports. Axis has been looking very solid, but they did lose to Envy. And then Louvre Esports has been roughly very, very shaky. So hopefully they can get back into the game. But yes, we are live right now at Facebook Gaming, brought to you by EGG Network and Moonson. Never forgetting our lovely sponsor over here, the legendary sponsor, Black Shark. My name is Lafelle, the most beautiful girl in this room right now. This is Choo Choo. You will see us again in a few minutes.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero, Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic...
They told us that it's just a game. That nothing will ever come out of it. That it won't bring us fame or glory. That it won't make our country proud. They told us to stop wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019. M1.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero, Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha is invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them. With the superb lifesteal ability, Masha finishes the battle with a maniac kill. And that's our new hero, Masha. Pick her up for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points, with a 30% diamond discount in her launch week. Don't miss out. Want to know more strategies from Masha? Stay tuned for the Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world.
You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Assalamualaikum, we are live on Facebook Gaming, and MPL-MY Season 4 is brought to you by EGG Network and Munson, and never forgetting our ever-lovely sponsor, Black Shark. My name is Lafel, and this is the mother of the office. She brings all the food for all the lovely children here. This is Chuchu!
I hope
Thank
I feed
you,
you guys
Chuchu.
well, man. But anyhow, we're back into the season right now, and this is gonna be a very, very interesting day because it's gonna be 3 games.
Every game will be 3 games over
Thank
here,
you for
we
this
will
guy.
say. Yes.
Assistant, just make it happen.
Yes,
Thanks for
X-Assins,
that.
Esports, and a little Esports will
But
go
then
to 3
before
games.
that,
So, yeah.
M1 ticket. There you go, I made the magic again. Buy your tickets to M1 here, okay? It's gonna be at Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur from 15 to 17 of November. Make sure to buy it super fast because his family gonna buy every ticket possible.
Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. My family have breeded all over Malaysia. They are at every single negeri over here.
State, man, state.
State. They all say they want to buy it. But speaking of the championship, let's look at the standings right now. Over here we can see EVOS managing to get the top of the table above Todak, but Todak hasn't played yet, so that will change later on. Axis and Notorious Villains are 3 and 4 respectively, followed by Resurgence, Xpax, Shopee Bosskurr, Louvre, Geek Fam, and Sabah Player.
But then we're going to see Louvre Esports game after that. They cannot lose or they might jump into the 9th place. So
Yep.
they have to at least win one game, making sure that they got their position at the 8th place here. But then Axis Esports is the top 3. They are very comfortable zone. We only have 1 more week to go, which
Yep.
is next week. So you think it's okay for Axis Esports to lose a couple of games here?
I think just because, you know, the players, everyone has their own ego. No one wants to lose, you know. No one wants to lose. But speaking of losing and Axis, let's check out Axis a video.
Hello, kami daripada X-Assins Esports. Hari ini kami akan bermain game Rapid Fire Challenge. So, let's go.
Food atau game?
Food.
Sushi atau Korean food?
Sushi.
Kasut atau baju?
Kasut.
Summer atau winter?
Sama.
Driver atau passenger?
Driver.
Hip-hop atau K-pop?
Hip-hop.
Water park atau farmland?
Water park.
Mama atau restoran?
Mama.
Gambar atau muzik?
Gambar.
Light atau followers?
Flowers.
AX atau Silo?
X.
Akal atau Johnson?
Akai.
MLA atau MLDB?
LLBB.
Main kat rumah atau main kat luar?
Main rumah.
5 support atau 5 marksman?
5 support.
Api atau air?
Api.
Europe atau Asia?
Europe.
Kopi atau teh?
Kopi.
Vanilla atau coklat?
Vanilla.
1, 2, 3. Long atau Fredo?
Long.
5 mesh atau 5 tank?
5 mesh.
Kill atau tower?
Kill.
Bubati atau TYS?
TOS. Okay guys, itu saja daripada kami X-Assins Esports untuk Rapid Fire Challenge. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I think the Axis people, they have a small grudge against each other because they were like they're so
I
waiting
see
for them to.
Long is
Yeah.
just hitting, even though they got it right.
Yeah,
Long is just hitting everybody.
Even I see the breakout last year. So like I'm really waiting for you to say the wrong thing so I can hit you. But yeah, that was X-Assins' video. Let's watch the next video.
So we'll start our rapid fire question.
More kill or tower?
Tower.
Vanilla or chocolate? Fast food or healthy food?
Fast food.
Fried rice or curry noodles?
Fried rice.
Boba tea or teh o ice?
Bubble tea.
Kampung or city?
City.
Condominium or bungalow?
Condominium.
Dancing or singing?
Sing.
Sea or sky?
Tea.
Girlfriend or ML?
ML.
M1 or MPL?
MPL. Hey, I'm very confused. I cannot hear myself.
Play with your elbow or knees?
Elbow.
Food or gaming?
Gaming. I think you don't like me.
Sushi or Korean food?
Sushi.
You or your teammate?
Me. Okay, that's all for the rapid fire question. Thank you. Bye.
Man, that was fun to watch. And when there's only one person to punish, he just randomly punish every single thing that he can. It's not even something that can be punishable.
So I talked about how I think Axis hates each other, so they hit. I think Louvre adds up a bit, but let's check out the featured player right now. And over here we can see Long with his Natalia. Over here we can see the Scarlet Phantom, Resurgence Fury, All Mass, Blade of Despair, and Demon Hunter. So Natalia is definitely a hero that Long likes to use during his normal ranked matches. And we would say before that Natalia might not be able to be used right now, but Untitled kind of proved us wrong.
Exactly true, and look at that state of the build. It's gonna be super aggressive with the invisibility, but jump into Chai, which is featured player for our Louvre Esports. And it seems like this is a very fast-moving Chow, aggressive play with that rapid boots, and that shields, that's a lot of damage shield, and I say not a pure damage just yet, but it's enough to sustain his life, as well as damage output is enough to kill somebody, especially a marksman or a mage.
Yep. Very, very true, because as Chichi said, it's a very fast-moving Chow. We have the rapid boots, Endless Battle has movement speed as well, Blade of Despair has movement speed as well, and Windtalker has movement speed as well. So, you know, it will be the fastest Chow on the map. Certain Malaysian people would say Chow terpantas di dunia, so...
You have to translate that.
Yeah, it's so no, because I want to do it because it feels so weird to speak Malay in English, guys. So you know, but hey, speaking of the game, I think we're ready for the draft. So let's check it out over here. We can see at Axis Esports we have Long Z, Scott, Evil X, and Rin, and Louvre Esports we have Jason, LY4, WChai, WQXD, and Adamir. Louvre has a very interesting name. WChai, WQXD,
I like the W's on their side, exactly. They like repetitive words.
Yeah.
And probably they can go for Badang, because I do know they love Louvre on their side. We have Badang a lot. I've seen Axe with Badang in the previous game, so maybe it was Axe, was it?
Yeah. Axe was using Badang.
And then he was really well done with that positioning in the last minute, but not managed to come back from that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see which hero gonna ban out, which is gonna be Kaja, Harith, and Export. Cho will be picked off super fast by Axis Esports there.
Yeah, as we've been saying over and over again, Cho is like one of the best first picks because your enemy won't know what it is, so...
It's like it is flexible to play any role it needed to be, either a fighter, a core, or even a tank if needed.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
but then who else do we have?
Yeah, it's kind of like what you're playing a hand of cards, right? You're not showing your hand. Like when you're playing, right? When you're playing, you wanna keep your draft a secret, right? But let's say you first pick Fanny. That kind of reveals everything, right?
Yeah, basically everybody just gotta pick the counter pick for that.
Yeah. So Cho, not a lot of heroes can really counter Cho. So like there definitely is, but not a lot. Over here at Louvre Esports, they are very tanky right now with the Terizla and the Kurfa, so the engage is really strong. So I think Axis, whether they want to or not, they kind of need a marksman just to destroy the front line. A carry will be good, but over here we can see that they have picked the Tamus and the Esmeralda. And the thing is, even though they picked Tamus, Louvre is still in the dark about their draft because the Tamus, even though traditionally he's an off-laner, but they could change it up by making him into a mid-tank. We don't know.
That's true, but then I think one of the heroes that can really go against for Terizla 1v1 in the lane, it would be Thomas. These two heroes are one of the best solo laning heroes that hard to fight against and easily clear out creeps, for example. But I like how they carry pick here just to go against these three heroes. It's easy for them to go and penetrate that shield on a Esmeralda. And this is going to be a hard time for Axis if they got themselves in a weird position. If they have Akai on Louvre, though. That's why they ban out Akai, because if they have Akai on Louvre Sports team, it's going to be so hard to reach that carry, especially if it's like really, really good positioning at the back.
Yeah, and I really like the Hayabusa ban 1 because Long is also known as the best Hayabusa player right now based on the ranking. You know, he's the #1 Malaysian Hayabusa player, but also very good because they have a carry. And as of right now, their tanks are, the heroes that they've selected already are front-moving heroes, not really what you would call the one that will protect the backline. So it's good to deny them of the assassin pick. They can still go for the Natalia just to be. And over here, Rin, he likes to have heroes with long hair.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's totally a thing. But then talking about Louvre Esports, they still don't have their mid laner to be revealed yet. Probably going to be a Gushon if they want to. But we still have Lunox as well as Selena in the pool. Maybe we're going to see something different this time. We never know. But I think it's going to be one of those three heroes, which is a very solid mid. But then don't forget about Guinevere, which is one of the heroes that really seldom been played this day, but still have big potential going on if you can get the right timing going in. But then we have Esmeralda on that side. Who will it pick for? I think a Gushon would be great for the Louvre if they want.
Yeah, but honestly, even if they want a Lunox, it will be pretty good. Just
but they have Franco on that side.
Yeah, because the front line is really strong, and for Lunox, if you have the wall of China in front of you, that's really good. But they opt out for the Gushon, which can burst out the Esmeralda.
Okay, this is the way. This is the time that I think it's kind of a tug war going on for both lineup of the draft, because they have Cho as well as a CC on and on a Frank. Sorry, and never mind. We're just gonna jump into the game right now, into the top game.
Girls with nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Okey, kepada tim LY4, kami teringin sangat jumpa anda daripada season 2 sampai season 4 tapi tak pernah jumpa pun di playoff.
To Axis, yes, you will see us when we destroy you.
Oh, that's a nice frying and toasting and roasting going on. That's
quality.
That's quality. Alice is like, I have no comment. What was that?
Yeah, this is proper quality. It's like,
welcome back to us.
Yeah, it's like I've been wanting to see you guys on the playoff, but you guys never made it. Oh, snap! Ah.
So many times in the regulars, but never to the playoffs.
Yeah, which Louvre kind of has to, take that seriously now, because if they lose, they actually might not go to the playoffs. So
which is in a very shaky. They are actually at the
they're the
shaky
8th
place.
Yeah.
Literally, they'll lose 2 games in a row with no win. They will go into the 9th place because they're going to be on tie in terms of the game differential with Geek fam. But if they won at least one game, they're going to maintain at their 8th place position, because we only have 1 week left. 2 days, and tomorrow will be the 5th week, and there's a 6th week, which is going to be the final week. And then we're going to see who gets to play in the playoffs.
Yeah, right now, Louvre, Geek Fam, and Sabatak player are really in trouble.
But I won't say just 3 of them. Anybody below the 5th place is going to be in a very shaky situation.
Yeah, so right now we are in an in-game pause, as you guys can see on the screen. So you guys will have to entertain the both of us until...
Well, we have to entertain them.
No. They have to entertain us, okay? I'm a different kind of caster. So yeah, you guys have to entertain us. It would be great if you...
How?
So okay, let's talk about the draft. You were talking about there was a tug of war.
Yeah. The thing is, yes, Gushon is good for the burst damage, but then they have so many CCs on that side. They have Franco, for example. They have a Chow, so it's so hard. Once you got caught up or being picked up anywhere, it's so hard to just get away with that.
Yeah, and Scott's Franco is actually pretty good, where I can't remember which game was it, but they were actually losing the early game, but because of his hooks, they were
on time.
Yeah. That won them the game because it gave Axis a lot of opportunity, a lot of kills just to get back the farm, just get the experience.
Not just that, if you get somebody that I wouldn't say a best hooker because it's just so wrong, man.
What's wrong with being a hooker?
What? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Franco, he's a really good hooker.
We just think that he's a very innocent guy. It seems like he's very naive about
I don't get what's wrong with you. It's just, it's okay lah. He hooks someone. That someone will most probably not see the end of the daylight for a few seconds. Just like you say, once he hooks, right? He hooks from the lane to the jungle, and then from the jungle, he will go back to the base. That's what she told me. It's like,
I don't want to debate on
no,
that.
because I was like, where do the heroes go when they die? And then she says, go to the base, which I think is a very good way to say heaven. But yeah, the Franco,
temporary heaven. Okay.
Yes, temporary heaven. So the Franco, I think, is a really good pick but there's just a small issue with every game. Hook-based heroes require skill and luck.
I wouldn't say, there's no such thing as luck, man. It's always just about skill. It's all about the timing and your instinct. It's all about instinct.
Yes. We've been told by our producer that they have remade the game. Whether we should tell you or not, I'm not so sure. The producer didn't specify, but they told us, so we tell you.
Yeah, but I just hope it's going to be E3 games. Trust me.
Yeah.
This guy exists for E3 games.
Yes.
It's all his existence about.
Yes. My
Yes.
I was about to say something. You guys can't hear it, but we hear it. We hear the production crew be like, oh. So it's like when I cast, it will be a full 3 games, and it won't be just a normal 3-game match. It will go to 20 minutes. So it will be fantastic. But don't you guys want to see? Come on, Axis versus Louvre. Like it should be. It should. There won't be what you call it a one-sided match.
I think at this point
it will be a seesaw. The seesaw is kind of like this, but the blazer is restrictive, so I just do this lah.
That works. That's Esmeralda, man.
Ah yeah, that's Esmeralda.
Okay.
We should be talking about the game again. We talked about Franco.
I don't think everybody.
We talked about Gushon.
We're in week 5. We're in week 5 and week 6. Only 2 weeks left. I don't think anybody gonna give free easy games after this.
Yep.
Everybody is fighting for the points, even though you're number 1 or number 2 and 3. But that's the thing. We have the curse going on for number 1 who got themselves in the regular season never win the championship.
Yeah. So. Yeah, just like Chuchu said, whoever gets number 1, they've never won. Like you do really good at the regular season.
You never won.
During the playoffs, you'll never win. So in the regular season, you actually want the number 2, number 3 spot, and that's why Todak has number 2 right now.
So it never plays. It's okay to lose a couple of games, man.
It's like you know what it is. I remember an advertisement, right, where the first place, right, you get 500 ringgit, and then the second place you get a car.
Is that even a thing?
It's an iklan, it's an advertisement. So
second place is the best?
Yeah. So everyone is running, and then just at the finish line, was like, you go for it. I want second. So it's a weird curse, right?
Okay, that's the thing. But you don't want to be the second forever. You want to be the best. Especially you really need to prove yourself to get number 1 in MPL playoffs.
But EVOS has been second for a very long time.
Ouch. But before that, I'm going to remind you a bit. Get yourself the M1 ticket, okay? Can we have that pop going on for the M1? M1 ticket? No, yeah, okay, maybe the magic don't work this time because the in-game pause is way stronger than my magic now.
Do you think the EVOS fans might hit me for that one?
Yeah, good luck with the Facebook, man.
Yeah,
But don't forget to follow us on social media. This is Lafel and I'm Chuchu. But this is none other than MPL-MY Season 4, brought to you by Moontune and GG Network. Not forgetting our legend sponsors, which is Black Shark here. You can see the thing, that fancy phone, which I never get to have.
But yeah, Chuchu is a streamer. Make sure to catch her streams. She is such a wonderful person to watch.
I have a feeling this sounds so fishy, man.
To comment and everything. Like, when you watch her streams, you just feel so calm. She says the nicest things.
You miss the reverse.
She is so good. So good, so good. Speaking of live streams,
What do you have to? You always have to, like, there's something up his sleeve. Every time he's saying something nice, it means I have to prepare for a bombardment there, okay? It's gonna be a whole bomb, probably a C4 throwing in my face.
No, the thing is, Chuchu thinks that way, but I don't do that because she gave me a cookie before the game, so I actually talked to myself. I talked to myself, be like, be nice to Chuchu. Be nice to your co-caster, man. Be nice to your co-caster. But yeah, we're being like this because we are in an in-game pause right now, and they are remaking.
So it takes a lot of time to do the redraft and everything. Bear with us for a bit. Right now, you guys watching EVOS versus X-Assins Esports game. EVOS X-Assins. Okay, EVOS and X-Assins. It's so close, man. This two. It's gonna be tongue-tied. What?
I will not make fun of that. Yes, it will be between X-Assins and Louvre Esports. So, you know.
Sorry, that was the first game for
So, you know.
It's X-Assins versus Louvre. Yeah,
this is us. This is us at the second game. We have 2 more games after this. Chuchu.
No, just say that we have 6 more games.
Sorry, yeah, 6. Sorry, my mistake. For all of you that have just joined in, you guys don't know the schedule. After X-Assins versus Louvre, we will have Resurgence up against Todak. So that's going to be interesting, where Todak has been really strong, but they did lose to Xpax last week. And Resurgence, they have been in an up and down situation where when they look good, they look really good. When they don't look good,
they look bad.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have Geek Fam versus Shopee Bosskurr, where Geek Fam as well, they look very, very unstable in this regular season of playoffs, where I would say the early to the mid, like that, they kind of have, I would say, extremely shaky, especially with the absence of Jet. Speaking of
I'm looking at the stats right now because it's in the last season champions now, standing at 9th place, which is still, this was last week, but this week is still the same thing. But what is the reason behind it? Because of the change of roster, because Jap is not playing.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is for family matters. Family is always number one. So his wife just gave birth. Or is it because they have Amux for coaching last time, but they don't have it this time? Which one do you think it's more?
I'm not so sure. But speaking of a missing tanker, you know, we have to talk about Shopee Bosskurr because they're missing a tank as well. Family comes first when it comes to Jap. But with Bosskurr, injury comes first. Grippax got into an accident and his ankle got busted.
I got fractured.
Fractured. That's the word I was thinking about. Very clever. She's a doctor. Anyone knows that? So he fractured his
ankle, man.
His ankle. So
I think something is wrong. Are you okay?
Yeah. He's my friend. He's my friend.
Oh, he's sad right now.
Yes.
A moment of silence. And we are praying for a group to get super fast, speedy recovery soon. Because we miss his playstyle and his games too.
Yeah, so Grippax and Jap, both tankers won't be playing. So it's very interesting because GeekFam and Shopee Bosskurr, they have been known to be very, very popular, especially among the Malaysian community.
They're very close friends too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Not even Malaysian community. You can ask the Indonesian fans, you can ask Philippines, Thailand. Everyone knows who they are. But so far,
nobody knows who we are.
I'm sorry, who are you again? So, kenapa ketawa macam tu? What's with that laugh? So yeah, that will be our games for today. EVOS against Xpax. EVOS managed to clutch it out. They got the win. Right?
Yeah.
Axis, Esports versus
Okay,
Esports.
this is going to be super late, but back.
It
Okay.
will be a
I'm going to throw it
2-1.
straight out there. Which do you think going to win the first game? We're going to have 3 games, obviously. I'm going to ask which
Axis.
first... He's an Axis fan all the way.
No, because it's going to be a 3 game, right? So Axis will win 1, and then Louvre
Who win one,
will win
obviously.
1.
Then the third, we never know.
Yes.
And it's going to be like almost 30 games. 30 minutes games.
Yeah.
So it's going to be that. Because he's here.
You know,
That's the only reason, because he's here.
you want to know one thing that I really like is that our producer sounds so sexy when he moans.
Can you not do that? It's so inappropriate.
I can't. Okay, so we are close to our producers. We make fun of them. They make fun of us. The thing is, we're on camera, so we have the power to misuse it. So yeah.
It's so proud by boasting that. What's wrong with it? I know you guys are like, what are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
It's so out of the line and it's like so random. But anyhow, we still have the game going on. It's still going to be an in-game pause. I think probably a big technical issues going on because we do have the server reset by today. So we are anticipating this kind of a hiccups. It's not MLBB if there's no hiccups right
Yes.
now.
So
it's kind of a normal thing.
Wow. And I thought I was saying the wrong things, but yeah, as Chuchu said, today.
Hey, well, let's talk about the new seasonal things going on.
No, because the game that we're watching, right? You know why today is going to be a 2-1?
Oh.
The game is ready, let's go! I'm tired of talking. Over here we see Long using Granger Evil X using Hayabusa Z with the Tamil and Scott. Again, as I mentioned, he will be using the Franco. Rin will be using the Esmeralda. Jason Cole will be using the Kurfa. Adamir will be using the Gushin. LY4, as expected, will be using the Carry Double Chai on the Grok. And WQXD is on the Tersla. So far, nothing has happened. Everyone just cleared their own lanes. And now they're clearing their jungle, their buff respectively. So far, I would say both teams have definitely the potential to do something early game, but I think everyone wants to be safe on the first game because they don't want to create a mistake that will cause mental issues later on in the game.
Mental issues?
So, yeah.
Okay, I have to agree in that terms. When you drag the game too long, you're going to strain in terms of a mental health. So it's going to be exhausting. But now everything is just going to be the reverse what we were just saying, because it seems like both teams are going super aggressive, trying to poke a little bit here and there, while Evil X, though, he is baiting out, being super sneaky, trying to just making sure they're not getting the crap super easy.
Oh!
That was a nice hook by Scott, and that's going to be the first blood with that hook following it up. And
but
double
Evil
chai.
X.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, and it seems like they got the revenge with just a tiny HP left. Esmeralda trying to find that Grog, though, can she make it on time? But it seems like they don't have a clue that he's teleporting out into the base with a literal slither of health P left. WQXD still have no penalty zone, and this will be it for another kill done by Esmeralda, rotating bottom lane.
So it was a very good hook by the Franco, but actually they end up 2 people dying. If the Esmeralda didn't come, they might not secure the 2 kills. But yeah, overall, very good by Franco. If he continues to do that, then Louvre Esports is going to have a very tough time. But the selection of people who is going to get hooked is very good as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the most...
Yeah.
I think that's the pinnacle for them to win, for Scott to get the right hook at the right person and right moment, especially the right person. If they get LY4 and or example Gushin, like just now, it's going to be a disaster for a Louvre Esports.
Yeah, over here they're fighting around the turtle. The turtle is only 1 bar left. Adamir is looking very low, and Adamir is going to go down. Esmeralda manages to secure the turtle. Tamus actually went down over there, and right now WKSD, he has to be careful. Rid is over there fighting. He used the penalty zone, and he might go down over there. Jason Cole went in. He got the stun off. LY4 is going to re-engage, and LY4 got a double kill.
Man, that was a very long fight. If only that penalty zone straight away followed by LY4, they won't lose that Terizla. That was a pity, though. If only LY4 didn't got distracted with the jungle monster and just go in for the help first, it would be a totally different thing.
Yeah, right now both teams, they are definitely showing that they are not going to shy away from a fight. If a fight is brought to them, they will take it, and that's a good and a bad, because some of the positioning is very, very, I would say, suspicious because it actually gives the enemy a free kill. So right now the goal difference is barely noticeable. Yes, Axis has a tiny lead, but so yeah, it's only a tiny lead. Right now the turtle is gonna spawn in 1 minute.
Now wait for it. It seems like EVOS trying to bust their position, and while Louvre, Jason Cole just charged right in. Scott missed that hook when he needed it to be landed on somebody, and Chai just swirling all that place. They used the ultimate of Scott on Chai, but then was it worthwhile? Because it seems like both teams are back to retrieve mode, and that missed a second hit on Scott. If only he can hit on Adamir, it's gonna be a big win for them.
Yeah, I think actually he tried to hook the crab just to reset it. Oh, and another hook. It's okay because it's hard to use the Franco hook, right? Like we see these pro players be like, oh my god, he got the hook, because it's actually very hard to do now.
Yeah, exactly. It was really hard to let up, but Jason, look at that setup, and nice penalty zone, getting 3 of them right underneath the tower, but no follow-up on that. It's a bold, big move there, but now WKZ will get the punishment back on his side, and they have to go back. For now, both teams are traded 1-1 for their members.
Yeah, again, it's a 1-for-1. Both of these teams, whenever a fight happens, they make sure they won't go empty-handed. But over here, we can see Rin getting caught out, and he's going to go down over there, long, poking everyone up. But he has to be careful. It's going to be a 1 versus 4 right now. Louvre Esports, they're grabbing the turtle, and I don't think Long can actually get this. And,
that was close.
It was close. It was
that
close.
Was really close.
If he stole it with the hook, that's amazing. Scott using his flicker and catching out LY4. He might go down over here. 3 members of Axis is there. Evil X uses his way of the dragon to secure it, and he's gonna go down. LY4. I wouldn't say it was his fault. It was more of because Scott, he was being really aggressive. He flickered in. He used his Brolo Massacre.
You cannot see that through. You can't. There's no way for you to see that coming. You know, hey, I have no idea where Scott is, and he just randomly hooks out of nowhere. It's so hard to run when you cannot predict where he is.
Yeah, it's very hard because the Brutal Massacre, Franco's ultimate, one of the things why he is really good is because that crowd control cannot be cancelled. Not by a Diggy ultimate, not by a Purifier, not by a knockup, not even by death. Even Franco dies, his ultimate will still follow through. So that's why his ultimate is so strong.
That's true, and now Axe is trying to be super sneaky, hiding, waiting for a time to ambush. Z is still not showing off his face, but now on the other side, Louvre is just gonna trump all whatever who is in the bush, reveal every single person there is trying to sneak them. It's actually 5 men all in. This is actually a brawl.
Yeah, but one thing that I have to mention, look at the bottom lane. Louvre Esports has lost 2 towers already. They have activated their Courage Mask trying to catch someone off, but Axis has actually left the perimeters. No one is there. And right now, all of Louvre Esports is trying to get a tower, so they're all going to top lane except for Teresa. Teresa is going to handle the bottom lane, but at the bottom lane, there's 3 people there. If he gets caught out, he might die, even with how tanky he is right now.
Oh, if he got his wings of Apocalypse, he's probably going to stay alive longer than he thought he would be. But LY4, that was a nice follow-up, and that didn't kill off LY4 straight away, because Long is a little bit too far behind. If only he followed up with an ultimate and that hook, landed on LY4, that was big for Scott, actually. He got punished straight away.
Yeah, Long was trying to get away from the Grot. The Grot was zoning him out, and then he was very, I think he was worried because of the Gushing, because if the Gushing does manages to catch him, he will go down. And right now over here, we can see that Evil X almost got caught, but a very nice Shumpo. He dodged out. Jason Cole's engaged. So right now, Scott is showing that he can deliver the hooks. Now it's just more or less on the mid-game pickoff, because right now it's 7 minutes, right?
That's the thing. Even though it's 7 minutes, and everybody just want to overcrowd mid either way. They just look at Axis. They keep on staying in the bush in the mid lane, hoping to catch somebody. Well, the other side lanes, they are not pushing that much, but they still have the map control in terms of that. They already lose a lot for Louvre Esports for a couple of towers in bottom, as well as one in the top. But in terms of towers, still having Axis more on that side. But at this kind of a time, Z is fighting against LY4 and Jason both at the same time, which coming in, gushing from the back. Look at that Z, trying to hold it on. It seems like he opened up his ultimate, hoping to stay more alive, but the rest of the team will back this one up. And surprisingly, Scott is waiting for a nobody.
Yes, that's actually a big win for an off-laner when you are there fighting against 4 people. You manage to clear the lane so they cannot push. And then you managing to survive that, that's so good. Jason Cole went in, he manages to catch Scott off guard. Long is there to protect his friend.
Oh,
right
the
now.
Way of Dragon is actually on Adamir this time. Look at that. That was a nice follow-up by Esmeralda, shutting off every single person on the way. And Double Chai is still running in between his tails. And there's no way they can fight this one up. Have to retreat and have to sacrifice the mid-tier tower as well.
Yeah, right now Axis is winning large with all the towers advantage that they have. Right now they're 2,000 gold ahead and they got 2 towers. For after getting 2 kills, they managed to get 2 towers over there. So right now they're in a very good position in terms of map control. The Lord has just spawned, so I think they will try to set up another gank. Once Franco manages to catch either the carry or Gushin.
I think LY4 is more vital at this point.
Yeah.
If
But
he catch LY4,
The
if is a big word.
Yes, the if is a big word over here because it's not gonna be easy. So it's gonna be between the positioning of the tanks. If the tank can cover him, it will be very good.
And that's the thing. Do you know that when you first cast the barrier or nature on the Grok,
Yeah.
even though you're trying to cancel the hook by staying in between that with the immune, it's still not being cancelled. The one that actually behind will get caught.
Oh, that I didn't know.
That's what I noticed recently.
Oh, that's very interesting. But right now we can see both teams are hovering around Lord. They're trying to catch someone to be. Oh, and WQXD just went down. I think that was a 1v1 between Lung and him. And Lung just flexed over there. He manages to win that one over here. Scott trying to hook the buff. It didn't work out. Right now, Axis has started the Lord. And now, Louvre, are you going to contest or are you just going to let this one go? And apparently they let that one go. Kurfa has been caught out. Kurfa has activated his ultimate. But Scott, again, with the uncancelable CC, is going to take him down.
Yeah, it was a nice pick off by Evil X. Straight away for the Way of Dragon on Jason, which is one of the biggest setup heroes on the lineup for Louvre Esports. They don't have Jason. It's so hard for the rest of the team to go in because, yes, they do have a Grok, but Grok can just wall something and just charge right in. There's not much setting up to do unless if you're playing Kufra.
Yeah, Grok is more or less of a zoning kind of hero. Kurfa is more of a setup. Grok is good to throw away some people away from your carries, from your mid laners and stuff. So right now, the Lord is gonna charge mid. I don't think they will be able to get this mid tower, especially since Axis.
Oh, look at that! LY4 is already farmed up too. It's easily well done, but that penalty zone didn't hit anybody. But the rest of the team kind of unstoppable on that Granger. This is hard to watch if you're actually going for Louvre. This is amazing. Will it be a maniac for Granger? So close, but they are going for it. But there, Esmeralda still secure the kill. This will be game 1 for Axis Esports. Level you call it. Jason tried to hold it in, but that's not enough. This is going to be an easy Axis Esports. Less than 12 minutes in, and one game goes for Axis. We have no clue who's going to win the second one.
Yes, we have no idea who's going to win.
Just because you're here,
one.
man. That's it.
No idea.
Why?
But very good last hook by the Scott. He manages to catch the Gushin, which gave Lung the triple kill, which almost gave him the maniac, but you know.
Yeah, and then the early game though, that hook from Scott getting a Damir straight away off the bat. That was one of the biggest momentum they needed. We're gonna go into the stats. MVP is none other than Double Chai, but then the rest of the team have a hard time for Louvre Esports to survive. You have to give the MVP of Scott in the early games.
Yeah.
And Lung though, nobody is touching him. He is untouchable.
Look at the stats. Look at the damage to heroes. Look at the damage to towers. Lung's positioning is so good. Let's look at his positioning by the highlights that's brought to you, especially by Black Shark. So over here we can see the very nice hook. Now, even though they got the kill there, but they actually both died, and that's because of the Terizla's AoE burst damage. It's really strong in the early game.
The pass and the first skills too.
Yep.
It's really annoying, but now this is one of the moments that really brought up hard time for Adamir. He trying to finish off with a turtle, but kind of being CC'd in that between game. He has no space to work with at all. A WQSD, he holds so much time there. If only LY4 going in at the same time, it would be a different state of game.
Yeah, Terizla is so tanky, it's straight up annoying. Over here we look, Rin manages to catch him up again, even though he's an offlaner, but he's low-key a tank.
Oh, there was
Oh, yeah,
amazing
that was good.
follow-up by Esmeralda, right on point, on the dot. And now he managed to hook against Scott. He easily hooked the tank. Is obviously big, so it's not gonna miss. While the rest of the team kind of a hard time. Adamir, the hook again.
Yeah, that was very good by Long. He was actually focused by Adamir, but one thing is Adamir is under-leveled, under-farmed, so he doesn't have the burst damage necessarily to take him out.
Jason was trying to do something there.
Yeah, hey, you have to do something, you know. It's like, come on, don't be toxic.
No, it's
you know.
kind of cute. He never
it's
give up.
cute.
It's never give up, man. You never want to give up. You can't give up no matter what happens in the game because anything can happen. That's why I was smiling about Jason. It's about you.
It's okay, you didn't give up. Chai up. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good game. Axis definitely turned it up. Long's positioning was amazing. Scott, his hooks was on point. But
Best
we do,
hooker in the world.
but we do, yes, he's one of the better hookers. So right now, Louvre Esports, they are actually doing pretty good because every time a team fight was going on, they make sure they get someone off in the backline as well. So if they can crank it up, they could win the second game.
I don't know about that because you're here. That's it.
Yes.
I don't know. I think the players probably don't like you, so they like to drag the games.
No. They like me. They like it when I cast their game. So they're like, hey, Lofel is casting. Let's show our A game, our X game.
Okay, but anyhow, don't forget to take yourself with the M1 ticket anytime you can,
Yep.
as fast as possible, because it's going to be the end of this year, which are going to be 15 to 17 of November at
Yes.
Exeta Arena. And I think I'm probably going to be there. I'm not sure about him. Maybe he will be there, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long game whenever he's there, so
Yep.
be sure to anticipate that. It's going to be international with 16 teams in total, 14 countries involving, and this is Chuchu and Alafel, and we are live at Facebook Gaming MPL-MY SD Season 4, which is brought to you by
Moonton and EGG Network. And we're also our legendary sponsor, Black Shark.
Yeah,
Here, there, everywhere. Black Shark is everywhere. So we will see you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
No.
Oh, no break. Never mind. Never mind. Let's talk about something else. I'm sorry. So the draft pick is ready. Apparently, the producers know what kind of guy that I am. So they're like, no break, because we know our casters are full of sugar. Joe has been banned.
There you go. The Joe has
There
been
we
banned now.
go.
It's not going to be AKB's game.
Gaming.
Probably Kofra. Please ban Kofra. We know every single game that we have Kofra and Xbox is really needed to be banned as well. Please ban Kofra.
Harif is still bannable.
No. Just ban Kufra, man. Kufra is really a nuisance in the game. No, because they think that Esmeralda is the one you should ban now. But then they still have export. Then
Yes.
I ban export.
How good is Lurf with export? I think it's pretty good, so they should ban it out. But if they want to open up export, the thing is, for you to fight against export, you kind of have to let go of a long-range DPS, kind of like Kimi, Granger, even Chang'e, if you can play Chang'e very well. But yeah, I think export is just overall so annoying. It's a very good ban.
Yeah, because even though you see him with half gauge going in, but once he popped up that day for the armor passively, you still cannot hold him straight.
Yeah, but apparently Harith doesn't matter. You get nerfed a lot. It's still gonna be very, very annoying.
It's gonna
but
be
yes.
an export game, boys. Pew. I know where this is going, man. It's totally gonna be A3 games. Absolutely. I'm not saying X is gonna lose, but it's because
We
he's
cannot be
here.
biased, Chuchu.
I'm not biased.
We are professional casters.
Yes.
We've been specifically picked out by the great people of Munton. So right now, X is
Terizla.
yes, Terizla and Kaja.
Okay, that's the thing. Even though you got penalty zone, that insanity going in that penalty zone is not gonna hit that much. It's
Yeah.
still gonna be super painful with that burst going on. But then you still have Grok though. Well, if they want to, they can go with an Akai, which is not bad.
Yeah, but over here, the thing that Chuchu was trying to say was that Terizla isn't that tanky in front of Export because one, Export deals true damage. both on his first skill and his ultimate. So
The only thing that I think that when Insanity going on is just go out of the way of Insanity. One of it, they push it over to someplace else. Another thing is just playing a range will be okay too. Because when you're playing range, it's so hard for Insanity in with the Xbox. And he is kind of slow when he's going like this with the Insanity, you know. You got me?
Kurfa has been picked by Lurf
Just gonna ignore
Esports and Grog. We can see that they have a very strong front line over here. X-Assins have opted for a Gushin, and Ren's Gushin is actually really good. It's low-key insane. So right now, the combination...
He actually kind of counters Xbox though.
Yes, not kind of, does counter Xbox, because his second skill alone can finish off his armor. Afterwards, he just has to follow up with his dagger, and then you know, it's one of the best counters to Xbox actually. So right now, Hayabusa again has been banned because the last game there was no Hayabusa, but the split push was still strong. Where we can see that the bottom lane, 2 towers were pushed.
Yeah, the Chow thing is going on. But one thing that I've noticed that these days you can pick the Cyclops to fight against a Gushin for a counter. So we haven't seen a Cyclops game yet, and we know he's been buffed up so badly. Well done with the life steal almost 100%, and it's almost unkillable. Will it be picked off by Louvre Esports if they want to go against Gushin? But I think it's not really a bad hero to pick here.
Yeah, it's very, very good from Chuchu. Yes, I also forgot about that. Based on the update, a lot of heroes did get buffed. One of them is Cyclops. Over here, Axis, once again, they give the Granger over to Lung. So yes, right now, the big question mark is who's going to be the mid laner? You know, Genevieve is open, but...
That's true. But I'm still looking for
Lilia?
Cyclops. I don't think they're going to pick Cyclops just yet because it's a risky move because it's still early on. Selena will be okay at this point. And probably going to be super aggressive with invasion of Grok and Selena. It's easily obtainable for that stealing of a buff, as well as Jason with a Kufra. Setting up is not that hard for them.
Yeah, so right now I want to see the execution from Lurf. Is because Selena, if you hit the Abyssal Arrow, is going to look amazing, right? And I can't remember a game where LY4 uses Claude because I usually see him with the carries and with the Granger.
Any marksman is amazing with this guy. I do remember LY4 when he plays Hellcurt last time. He really likes to drag the game until we're all kind of out of our minds. Like, why you do that, LY4? Why?
I like the expression on your face right now. So yes, so the draft has been set. You guys are with us, so now let's go into the game.
Nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Welcome back, guys, and we're watching the second game for Louvre Esports and versus Esports, which was the first game taken up by Esports, and this is the English casting channel. In case you guys kind of question why we're talking in English, you guys can head up to the other channels too. We have the BM or Malay cast. And we do anticipate about your chattings. I'm watching you, man. And it's back to us again. And yeah, it's gonna be us again. Oh my goodness.
Would you mind sharing the comments with me later on? I'm just curious. I'm curious because they're supposed to entertain us.
Anyone got skins from the code?
Oh, okay.
So we have a code dropping by. So be sure to be super fast typing in your I think it's server and ID number, and make sure to check in-game the verification code they're giving up in the game. So make sure you have 2 phones to be super fast.
Or 1 PC and 1 phone. This is a test of how fast your hands are, because only the first one will get it, and then the second one, we're sorry, you know, because
they're entertaining me at least.
Oh, really?
So why you're in your stream, you look ugly. Oh, and you're in this, you look
she looks
beautiful.
Pretty, right?
I don't know.
You have to bring the lighting.
Should I feel complimented or is that complimented Or is it offensively criticizing me?
No,
because
it's kind of like
one
me.
moment you say I'm super ugly looking person, and the next moment you say what's wrong with you, man? You having a bipolar or something? Are you okay?
It's like me. I give backhanded compliments. Like you're the prettiest girl in the room.
Because I'm the only girl here, man.
It's like by default you will win.
You're the most handsome guy in the room too.
Oh,
Are you even?
It's I'm sorry, guys. I rarely get complimented, so like.
Pai, I love you, Pai. It's his girlfriend, but that was Pai.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyhow, we still have the in-game pause. I think maybe the server reset is kind of a get in between. So talking about servers, right? I've heard the new ranking system for Mythical.
Oh yes.
I can't wait.
You don't have to because wait.
It's today.
It's today.
Exactly.
But
Smash them.
oh wait, we're back in the game anyway, so we will dwell on that just a little bit later. So right now we are in the game. Apparently from Louvre they are sending 3 people at mid, probably just to be sure that the mid lane stays safe, because as we've discussed before, if unfortunate things happen towards the mid laner, it's not gonna have a good time. So over here we can see everyone just clearing their lanes.
Oh, it's going to be super hard mid lane for Esports. You know why? Because look at that. They are already going aggressive for Selena
but
and as
actually
well
Louvre.
as Salvage. But look at Evil Act. He is playing super aggressive even though he don't have himself a mage emblem. But support is more than enough damage as they can see. And straight away without hesitating, getting themselves all the teams finish off their buff. In case there's any invasive play, so they just want to secure that one level, and that's a big one in the early games too.
Yeah, right now I want to see more early game pressure by Louvre Esports. They have the Grok, they have the Selena. With Selena, you kind of have to force a few things because later on in the game, you're not going to be that effective. More or less, you're just going to give vision for yourself and for the team, and you're just going to stun people from afar. But the early game, the burst, that's what I really want to look for, because if Louvre Esports doesn't get anything in the early game with Selena, then they're kind of losing half of the power of their own draft.
That's true, and the thing is, if they don't aggressive right now, it's gonna be a hard game in between the mid game. And one thing I noticed it a little bit late in terms of level for WCHI, maybe because they are playing themselves the roam items, and WKX no more on that God is gonna be the end of his life. There's no way for him to run. While the other side, you have the same thing going for Z. But he got himself a better position straight into the tier 2 tower. So they have no options to go in just yet.
Besides, even if you manage to actually catch him with the Abyssal Arrow, he's way too tanky to actually take him down, even though there were 4 people there. Especially if they don't know. He might actually get his level 4 suit over here. WCHI is going to go down by the Gush's super fast hand over there, but actually Long will secure the kill. Right now, they're attacking the turtle. Jason Ko is around. He's charging up. He wants to go in, and he manages to catch Scott over there, but I don't think he's going to take anyone down. Turtle has been secured by Rin. Rin is going to go back in. He just laid the Kurfa. Evil Axe manages to catch Adamir, and Adamir is going to go down. Right now, 2 people from Louvre Esports has gone down and only 1 from X-Assins, and it looks like they're all going to go away except for Rin. Rin right now is trying to catch LY4, and he manages to catch the he's going to go in, and he's going to get the kill. Long has gotten the kill. Killing spree for the Granger, not the person you want to give a killing spree to. Because
they're both.
Bounty Hunter.
Long and Rin, both of them, you don't want to give these kills to these 2 cores. But that was a nice follow-up by Long. If only he didn't follow up, it won't be a kill, definitely.
Yeah, I actually thought that would be enough damage over here. Jason Cole, he's going to get engaged on, and Scott, he's going to take the tower damage, and he's brought it. Oh, he didn't go down. Very nice. Look, he protected his own time by giving the damage, so props to him. But yes, just like you said, Long and Rin, they're both playing really good right now. Like usually we see tanks setting up for their damages, but over here they're setting up for each other. That's pretty
true.
good.
WQX is trying to kill still this crap. Didn't hit anybody with that Abyssal Arrow, and now they're going for Insanity with a pop. A lot of damage being done. Will it follow up with the rest of the team? Not enough damage just yet. If only a clock, even though it's not a level 8,
gonna go down.
That's just 1 kill kind of a exchange. If only a Blazing Duet going in to follow that up, but it's not still enough damage because only level 8 Blazing Duet will have effects on the damage though.
Yeah, and right now, as I said, Adamir with his Selena, I want something going on. Oh, WQXD, very nice flicker away, but he's still going to go down. Rin just finished his Calamity Reaper, so his damage is going to be even more long. I think they will actually get this turret. They have to be careful. Jason Cole is there. LY4 activating his Blazing Duet. Scott has been caught over there. I don't think he can run away.
Oh my goodness,
canceled
Scott!
it.
Scott is just tanking everything else. There's 4 men downstairs, and it seems like 3 of them to fight against 4. It's not going to be enough. But Scott, he managed to just shield away that Abyssal Arrow last minute, but Evil X kind of got caught up in that bounty and missed that Abyssal Arrow in between. Still secure the kills is Luvis, where they are going charging right in. Rin is kind of late to come into the party, but he still managed to secure the kill with Rin and Lung, both of them. But it seems like Jason bouncing away. Can we just ban Kufra after this?
Yeah, Kurfa is really, really strong. His crowd control, his engage and everything is so good. Scott is going in. He's just hitting on Jason Cole. Rin can actually burst him down. Scott has activated his ultimate trying to catch someone, but he got stunned again by the Selena. The Selena is just aiming for him to cancel his ultimate. Jason Cole trying to engage again, but
no, I think he just wanted to run away with the charge.
Yeah, so right now Axis is trying to get the turtle. Only W Chai is there, so they're gonna secure it pretty easily. Ren using the retribution just to get it. Right now, I would say that the Claude is looking pretty good. LY4, just like Chichi said, he can use any marksman and he will look amazing with it. So right now, Louvre Esports definitely have room to do a few things, especially once the Claude has his Demon Hunter sword. But again, Adamir, I kind of want a little bit more.
More of what?
Do something. I don't know. Try to pressure Lung. Like you're.
More. You have to finish the sentence, man. People kind of get things wrong. You
no,
know?
they
I
won't.
want more.
What's
I want
wrong
more.
with you?
Adamir, I want more. What's that supposed to mean, man?
That's only from you. No one else in the chat will think of it that way. But I want him to pressure Lung more.
Okay, that's gonna work. But right
don't
now,
let him farm.
wait for it. X is actually waiting, but they are being discovered. Look at Jason Cole. That was a nice setup and setting by Jason Cole. Holy smoke! That's a burst going down. 2 of them died straight away from that charging.
Yeah, Evil X also almost went down. If 3 people went down there, they could have gotten anything from them. But right now, Adamir, he is trying to catch some of the Abyssal Arrows. So far hasn't hit yet. In 30 seconds, the turtle will spawn. And if Louvre continues to do nice setups, if Jason Cole continues to catch like 2 to 3 people in one go, then they definitely have the advantage because of WQXD and LY4. They both have AoE damaging ultimates. They can definitely win the team fight. They just need the proper setup.
That burst damage, though, they have big burst damage. It's going to be an advantage. But then, speaking of that, Evil X right now caught up in between, and there's no way they're going to let him off the hook. 1 more to go. It seems like they're going to go in for Scott, but no, not just yet, because Scott is a super tank. But no, I take that back, and it seems like tanky or not, they're going to finish you off straight away. But that penalty zone is so insanely good, but no follow-up just yet. Z is still surviving for the last breath of his health, and Jason and the rest of the team, nobody is dying. That was a solid going in all fight for Louvre Esports.
Yes, all 5 members of Louvre Esports are alive, so they can actually pressure a turret and grab a turtle here. I think they have to be careful because they don't know, but Kaja, oh, never mind, Jason Cole went in. Rin is gonna get caught there. Rin manages to cure Adamir. Rin is low. Jason Cole manages to catch him off guard, and WQXD manages to get Gushin over there. Long is here. Long manages to take someone down. He uses his death sonata trying to catch WQXD, but WQXD with a fancy feet, but he's still gonna go down over there. Good shutdown by Long. Lung is so scary, so scary.
He comes at the right time, finish everybody else from the map. Well, we have LY4 try to split push on top, denied entirely by Z. Even though he is not that painful just yet as Teresa, but it's more than enough to hold off that lane. Well, the rest of Team X is kind of scouting the Lord area, making sure that they are not taking for Louvre Sport. This Lord gonna be the winning game for them. It's 11-all for the scoreboard, and the goal is actually almost the same too.
Yeah, Lord has already spawned. So the next mistake will have a Lord take over here, and when whoever gets the Lord, they will get something out of it. But a pause has been requested and a pause has been given. We're not sure who asked for it, but it is there. So
Welcome
now
back.
you're back here with me, Alafel, and this is Choo Choo, and that is the in-game pause.
So not obvious.
Are you sure? I think some people might miss that. So right now, the thing that we have to discuss about, who got the redeem code? I don't know.
You got the reading go, guys. Come on, update us. We need to know what did you guys get,
Yes.
because I am casting. There's no way I can redeem
Yeah, we
it.
can't do that. We can't play dirty and ask for the redeem code before it
We
is being
can.
launched.
Can we?
Please behave. So right now, Louvre Esports, they look much better compared to last game, but the key person,
You know the moment I was smiling and I'm like, I hate you, man.
the key person from Louvre Esports that's making all of this possible is Jason Cole. He's setting up very
Just
beautiful.
ban Kufra. I think Kufra is really one of the heroes, even though he's very subtle when it comes to setting up team fights and everything else. But he is one of the biggest reason that everybody having a difficult time. But we're gonna go jump back into the game. What was happened just now? The pause kind of forced everybody to retreat
Initiate
back,
retreat.
and that cancel out whatever they were having in mind, and not just gonna happen yet.
Yeah, Axis manages to get the mid tower, and I think they're trying to force for another one. So they're forcing Louvre Esports to go to the base, and they got 2 mid towers out of that. Over here we can see WQXD at the top lane. He will probably get that tower deck because the HP is so low, and I think he will have enough damage for it. But right now, Axis, they are starting the Lord, and Louvre Esports has to contest because, oh, never mind.
They are resetting it. They are not risking it to be kill steal for Louvre.
Oh,
But
WQXD in the
then-
back line. He's gonna go
Oh.
down. His Virago armor is down. And very clever by Axis. They knew that he was coming. So might as well, instead of getting in by surprise by the last Insanity, might as well they take him out first. So
That's true. It's actually a very smart and a very good judgment call for Exit Esports. They canceled out the Lord, which is kind of just half HP away, but they have the risk to be taken out by Louvre Esports, because if you see WKXD was pushing up all the way, and they kind of opened up the map with the Abyssal Arrows kind of got discovered for the rest of the team of Louvre. They will cancel out and retreat back unless somebody gotta go in and setting up. They will go in for Louvre if the Abyssal Arrow hits a core.
yes, I'm just looking forward to Jason Cole catching someone off. If he catches 3 people, then that's GG. Right now, WQXD has pawned. He is currently at the mid lane, and Axis Esports is still pressuring the Lord. Right now, they're just playing a dance over there, trying to catch someone by mistake. Because even though Axis is the one engaging the bait, they could get caught out as well.
Yeah,
Because
they will get punished if they make a simple small mistake is more than enough. And one more thing, don't forget, Jason Cole is actually a really, really annoying forward caution, which really counters up that bouncy ball. There's no way for you to flick it out of any way of exit entrance at all.
Yep. Right now, Louvre, they are taking, they are baiting right now. And so far, I think both teams, they're being really, really disciplined right now, because sometimes we can see where certain players get very impatient, especially the tanks, where they're like forcing a team fight. And right now we can see both of them are not doing that. Jason Cole, even though he had crazy engages, even he himself, he sees people there, and he's like, I can probably engage, but he doesn't want to take that risk. And right now, Z is the one that's gonna get
He's
poked up.
tanking a lot from WQXZ. It's gonna cost him his life. There you go. The burst damage done. Well, bottom go in for more war. They are contesting for the Lord. Whoever wins the war will get the Lord
double
anyway.
kill.
This is a big win for Louvre, with top kind of wiped out, as well as the bottom ones. They were forced to retreat. They will try to kill steal this, but it's a big risk move for Granger, especially because I don't think Lolita can do the kill steal at this point.
Yeah, she probably can, but based on how they've been canceling her ultimates, I think it's going to be very difficult. It was very good because at the off lane, Xborg manages to take down Terizla 1v1, and then off screen, even we didn't see it, how it happened. But LY4 manages to catch Rin, probably someone engaged for him, probably Jason Cole managing to catch Rin over there, or Rin trying to engage and then Jason Cole canceled the engage.
Exactly.
But right now, LY4 has 4 kills with the Bounty Hunter. I'm pretty sure he has his Demon Hunter Sword and his Golden Staff. And those 2 items are, in fact, enough to deal delicious amount of damage.
Delicious amount of damage?
Yes.
Yummy?
Yummy.
So wrong, man. But anyhow, they are kind of being pressured for Axis Esports. They take away the first game, but Lord is pushing on top, and the rest of team for Louvre, they are pushing and mid with bottom 2. Tanner is like kind of far away from the rest of the team, and now Lord is charging right in. Will they make it or break it? For both teams are actually on a tie move, and now they are really risking it if they don't have 5 men. They're gonna push mid for the moment because the rest of the team of a Louvre, they know one mistake can cost them the whole game again.
Yeah, Scott manages to cancel the Abyssal Arrow, but over here Z has been caught off. He has used his... Oh, never mind. He still went down. Scott now going in, and Rin manages to kill WChai over there, but right now it's only a 1-4-1. Both team have to be careful, especially Louvre Esports, because there is no minions right now. It was a good judgment call for them to back off from that Lord, because if they committed, they probably would have gone down, because we've seen this a lot, Chuchu, especially during our own ranked games where we try to force
own ranked
games. No, your ranked games, you're the streamer, where we try to force things and then it just doesn't go well. Over here we look at the items. Pay attention to LY4. He has his Demon Hunter Sword, he has his Golden Staff. He is full build right now.
Okay, but wait for it. Granger is not that far off. With Lung's kind of a farming, it's not that much of a big difference just yet. It's just a couple of 100 difference. So anytime anybody can come back throughout the game. Yes, they still have more map control for a Louvre Esports, but one mistake if they caught LY4, it's gonna be a buster for them, because why? WKSD, yes, he have only what, 1 insanity, and then that's it. And the rest Adamir is not that much in terms of damage too. They really need to take care of LY4. Once LY4 being caught, it's gonna be super hard for Louvre Esports to hold it, because one push and it cost them the loss.
Yes, I like what Chichu mentioned, was that if LY4 gets caught, and that is where Evil X has to come in. He has to find a good flicker ultimate onto LY4. Once LY4 is out of the picture, Axis will definitely be able to push it out for the win. So right now it's a matter of execution. If Evil X can catch up LY4, then Axis is looking very good.
But question is how? Yeah. Question is how. They only have Evil X. How he can go at the back there, because you know Jason Cole, he kind of being a nuisance with that bouncing ball. It's so hard to flicker in there. He's gonna deny once he flicker in. He's gonna bounce straight away. So there's no way you can push in and go in and go pull it out, because that bouncing ball gonna stop you with that.
We can see Jason Cole actually whiffing his ultimate. I think because over there we can see Evil X, he knew he has to catch LY4 and he tried. But he kind of noticed, why is LY4 alone? And Jason Cole...
There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to be alone. Jason Cole actually whiffed his engage over there. So if he manages to catch Evil X over there, it is a window of opportunity for Louvre Esports to continue forward. But because he whiffs, now both teams kind of have to wait for a bit. But right now, Lord is going to spawn in 10 seconds. So whether they want to or not, it's going to be taken.
They have to contest.
Either by Louvre or Axis. So
they have to contest. They have to contest. Yeah. And one thing about Axis, one, they can land one penalty zone that's really precise. Oh, they managed to get one. And this is going to be a hard time, because Liv is spotted one man down. Adamir, one of the best, I say map opener, because with the Abyssal Arrow, you can know where the position for Axis Esports. But one penalty zone can make a difference, because Lung can follow with that up. But Evil X, they managed to cut that one. It was a right judgment call. And it's still a far off Teresa from the map. They're trying to contest this, but who will get it? I think probably going to do a reset soon.
Oh, we can see at the back line, Z has been caught out. Z is tanking a lot of damage. Scott is there to help him out. And Jason Cole had to flicker away right now. Scott using his ultimate. He manages to catch 2 people there. Oh, WKXD, he's probably going to go down. But no, Rin actually caught the wrong target. Now, whoa, he went in and he manages to take down Jason Cole. LY4 has been caught out. Z canceled his ultimate. And LY4 is going to respond. But he's going to go down to Rin. Right now, only 3 members of Louvre Esports is up. WChai is healthy, but right now Axis, they are going to go for the Lord, and if they secure the Lord, they can end this game right here, right now.
But then it might be a kill still for the Lord. WChai trying to get to know a little bit of information to pass back to the team. How much bar of health is still left? But Scott, he tried to tank everything else. They were distracted, but now, no, there goes WQXD popping up. But that's Scott. He has so many healths left. The immortality being popped out. It seems like Axe is still going in. But what can they do? They don't have enough men. But base is being pushed. This is forcing Z to go back. They don't have Terizla on that spot. WChai is really going at it. Scott is really low in terms of health. No more immortality. Will he manage to finish this off? And it seems like WChai might just get the kill still here. WQXD, but still getting the Lord. There was a close call, and Rin managed to just last minute hit that Lord.
Yes, that's how important the retribution is. If he actually triggered it a little bit early, that would definitely have been a steal by Louvre, but he timed it very nicely.
What did they do wrong for Louvre? One thing I know for sure, they wasted so many skills on Terizla before. The moment that they need to engage with the skills, they don't have any ultimate on, and Terizla didn't even get punished for that. He didn't get killed. He was still alive till the end of it.
Yeah, everyone has to remember, even though he is playing the off lane, but he is a tanky boy over there. He only has Bloodlust Axe as a damaging item, and even as a damaging item, it is more or less for sustainability right now. Lord has go in, Scott is going to engage, but he stuns no one. I believe that someone has been caught up in the background. WChai is trying to catch Long off there.
Oh, this is a mess going on. We have no clue who's winning. It's still the same for both teams. WChai is being retreated, forced to. And now this is the time for Axis to push them back. But they cannot commit to this fight. If they make one mistake, it will be a reverse game for both teams. And Louvre will go back into the game. It seems like an epic comeback as we see Axis going charge right in all possible lanes possible to make sure that they putting up the pressure more. Scott dropped the big hammer in, but not getting anybody. What just happened? Jason just jumped right in. That's a nice follow-up for the rest of the team, and they might just get wiped out here. Scott is really low on health. Z is still alive though, but still, he don't have penalty zone to drop that off. It's a mistake. Overextended fight by Axis Esports. Once they got the tower, they should just go back and not engage it for more.
Yes, it was a mistake, but I actually want to say it was an incredible outplay by Jason Ko. Everyone got caught by the Terror's Revenge. That was so good. I think he just flickered in. He flickered in, and then he manages to catch everyone to the wall, and then everyone just went in. I actually think a few pixels off where some of the members did not actually get clipped by the wall, so there was no stun, so they could still back off from there. If all of them was a perfect stun onto the wall, I had no doubts Louvre would have won that one.
Exactly. That Tyrant's Revenge is really something else, but now Scott caught up in a turmoil. He will be finished off straight away. You don't want to fight against 1 versus 5. Look at that. 49 seconds, almost a minute revival time. And it's going to be crucial because she's the only one for Lolita to be the first lineup. And no more time for the team. They have EVOS, but it's not enough. Z opened out the penalty zone with the rest of the team trying to follow up. Insanity being popped. Will it finish off Z? Z's gone. And it seems like the rest of the team for Louvre is still charging in. No casualty on their side yet. And they lose one more. No tank heroes at all for Axis Esports. Evil X is not tanky enough to hold what burst damage they have to offer for Louvre. And more going in. Jason trying to set it up for the rest of the team. Abyssal Arrow has been thrown all over the place. Lung just charging in and spam that whatever bullet he has and might just dodge that arrow last minute. They don't want to overextend this because 30 more seconds, Lord will be revived. The person that got the Lord this time will win the game. And still a tie for both teams. Look at the goal difference, and in terms of the kills, so much similarities. And there's only one tower left. Extra towers on Louis' spot, but that doesn't justify they will win the game just yet.
Yeah, right now, as Chuju has said, the Lord has spawned, and it's actually more dangerous for Axis Esports is because 2 inhibitor towers have gone down. And because of that, the super minions will be charging in, so they have to take care of their base and the Lord because they could get backdoored by the minions themselves. So they have to control the minion wave. They have to control the Lord. A lot of multitasking has to be done. WQXD is pushing down here. If he manages to get the final inhibit the tower, it's going to be very difficult for Axis. And right now, we can see that both teams are hovering around the Lord. They're trying to catch someone, especially Evil X is trying to find the right target. But he doesn't want to pull a tank, because if they pull a tank, they're going to lose.
Jason, this guy is really good when it comes to perfect timing, but right now, are they not contesting for the Lord? Because we're looking at two cores. Adamir and LY4 might just finish this one, but this is the moment they're gonna charge right in. I was gonna take that back. Z is being stunned. There's no way he can open up the penalty, so they're gonna cancel everything out. And it seems like Evil X is just pulling everybody. Hammer's being dropped. They got the core. This is the moment they wanted and waiting for. LY4, the core is no more. The open goal opportunity for them, but WQXZ is pushing split bottom. Xborg is not noticed by the rest of the team. And this is going on for the Lord phase forever.
Yeah, but right now, 2 people are down from Louvre Esports. Axis can take this Lord over here. The Lord is really low. W Chai is really low. And Rin manages to kill him off, but he has immortality, so he's going to recover. Evil X is also about to go down, but also he has immortality. Rin manages to take down the Grog. Only 2 people from Louvre Esports are still up. So now Axis can definitely secure the Lord and secure the win.
Oh, wait for it. Jason, will he kill still this? Oh, he can make it not.
No.
Lot has been slain by none other. The penalty zone been dropped. WQSD still have the immortality being popped, not just yet, but that Jason being the lamb and the sacrificial for the family, and they have to hold the high ground for Louvre Esports if they want to come back. Both teams are on par at the same time. We're actually watching a stalemate game between these 2 teams.
Yes, it's a 24-minute game going to a 25. This is a very intense where the goal doesn't matter anymore. Everyone is at full build. It's mostly about positioning and the team fight, because at the late game, whoever can, like, if you win a team fight with 4 people still alive, that is a win. But if you go for a team fight, only 1 people survive each, then nothing is going to happen. But right now, Lord is going to march.
LY4 is the key. Once they caught the LY4, there's no way that this game going to be Louvre. But Scott caught him just right. Evil X caught him, and that's gone with that divine judgment finish everybody off. This is a comeback winning by Axis Esports. Man, the curse has been broken.
Yes. Axis manages to close it out with a 2-0, but Louvre didn't actually give it easy to them, because that was a really tough game, over 25 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
This changed a lot. Louvre Esports actually at the 8th place.
Yeah.
This is gonna change in terms of a ranking. We have no clue who will hit the playoff just yet, because Geek Fam staying at the 9th place just now. Who will go for the playoff? Is it gonna be Geek Fam or Louvre? We're gonna go into the stats in the last game just now. LY4. The critical moment he got caught.
Yeah.
It was obvious when Scott aiming as well as Evil X straight divine judgment follow up with the Scott's hammer. There's no way LY4 can get out from that.
Yeah, so W Chai and Jason Cole, they're really good at engaging, but no one is really there to help him out. But let's go to the highlights brought to you by Black Shark. Over here we can see the first kill over there, and right now the turtle, a lot of the team fights, they're all really, really good, right? Where both Louvre and Axis will get something from it. Evil X managing to catch Adamir over there, but it's the late game highlights that we really have to see, where LY4 is actually being caught a lot.
Twice, just twice, not that much, but that twice, the moment at the board and the moment that really need him to stay alive, because he's the only damage dealer that really put off a lot of burst. And yes, Adamir is the burst damage, but in the early game, I think Selena is like a sort of like a fanny thing, right? In the mid game, yeah, you're still performing, but in the late game, your damage is not so. We do have WKXD, but his problem will be just one time of a burst. And we still have Teresa, who always dropped that penalty zone. Their last minute, they got that Lord. It was really, really crucial for them to get that one.
Yeah, over here we can see again LY4 getting caught by both Scott and Evil X, and there was no way for you to get out of that. So yeah, 2 tanks that are really good at engaging in team fights and stuff, but no one to really cover the back line. LY4 was basically on his own. So, but yeah, so that was the game. Congratulations to Axis. You guys deserve it. Now let's look at our upcoming match. It will be between Resurgence and Todak. Todak, even though they lost yesterday.
Nobody wants to be first place in regular, man.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. So we're not going to comment on that. But yeah, the last time Todak fought, they were up against Xpax, and Xpax managed to win that with 2-1. Resurgence, it's hard to really gauge them, because When they're good, they're good. When they're not good, they're not good lah. But yeah.
That's a lie at the back. But anyhow, we are actually live on Facebook Gaming.
Yes, brought to you by Moonson and EGG Network. Never forgetting our lovely sponsor, Black Shark. My name is Lafel. This is Chushu. We will see you guys in a few minutes. Hopefully you get to redeem that code. See you in a few minutes again. Bye-bye.
They told us that it's just a game. That nothing will ever come out of it. That it won't bring us fame or glory. That it won't make our country proud. They told us to stop wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019. M1.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero. Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha's invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them. With a superb lifesteal ability, Masha finishes the battle with a maniac kill. And that's our new hero, Masha. Pick her up for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points, with a 30% diamond discount in her launch week. Don't miss out. Want to know more strategies for Masha? Stay tuned for the Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero. Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha's invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them. With a superb lifesteal ability, Masha finishes the battle with a maniac kill. And that's our new hero, Masha. Pick her up for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points, with a 30% diamond discount in her launch week. Don't miss out. Want to know more strategies for Masha? Stay tuned for the Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero. Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha's invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them. With the superb lifesteal ability, Masha finishes the battle with a maniac kill. And that's our new hero, Masha. Pick her up for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points, with a 30% diamond discount in her launch week. Don't miss out. Want to know more strategies for Masha? Stay tuned for the Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero. Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha's invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them with the superb lifesteal ability. Masha finishes the battle with a maniac kill. And that's our new hero, Masha. Pick her up for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points. With a 30% diamond discount in their launch week. Don't miss out. Want to know more strategies for Masha? Stay tuned for the Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. Kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Three. Triple kill.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero, Masha. Wild Oats Fist, jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Three. Triple kill.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, Masha's invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them with the superb lifesteal of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. Double kill. Three. Triple kill.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero, Masha. Wild Oats Fist will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha's invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts
Assalamualaikum and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I am Chuchu. This is none other than Lafal. You're watching right now in Facebook Gaming. We're live at Facebook Gaming, and this is actually the MPL-MY SG Season 4, which is brought to you by EGG Network as well as Moonton. Not forgetting our legendary sponsors, Blackshot. Right on time, man. I'm so good at it.
Yeah, so...
Anyways. M1.
Yes, we've been told. Let's talk about M1. So M1 over here, we can see this is where you can get your tickets. And again, grab them while you still can because it's running out really, really fast. M1 tickets
because only a family buying it.
Yeah. Every one of my family members are buying it because it's the first, right? The first world tournament for Mobile Legends because it's MPL and MSC, right? Which is still good, but
we're talking about world, man.
Yeah, this is world. We will see metas that we've never seen before coming from
North
Brazil.
America.
No, North America, European.
This Brazil.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very exciting. 14 countries, 16 teams. It's gonna be great. But enough about that. Like right now, let's go see the standings. How did they change after the game? EVOS is still number 1. X-Assins is number 2. Todak is number 3. So Todak is looking really good right now.
What interests me right now, the bottom 8 to 10th place, they changed between Geek Fam and Louvre. Louvre with that loss kind of pushed up Geek Fam to get themselves the 8th place. Only top 8 teams that got themselves the playoffs. But we're going to watch Resurgence after this, as well as Todak. Like you said, Todak is actually the top 3 and Resurgence top 5. Can they maintain this though?
Yeah, interesting about Geek Fam is because they're going to play later on today with Shopee Bosskurr, and if they win against Shopee Bosskurr, then they will probably they will look really good to survive, right? But yeah, so we will continue to talk about that later. Right now, let's check out the video of Resurgence.
We are Resurgence, and now we'll be doing the rapid fire question. So let's go.
Would you prefer Cloud or Granger as marksman? 3, 2, 1.
Ranger.
Have 5 supports or 5 marksmen? 3, 2, 1.
5 support.
Running or swimming? 3, 2, 1.
Swimming.
Big house or big car? 3, 2, 1.
Big house.
Europe or Asia? 3, 2, 1.
Europe.
Coffee or tea? 3, 2, 1.
Tea.
Fried chicken or burger? 3, 2, 1.
Chicken.
Vanilla or chocolate? 3, 2, 1.
Chocolate.
Hiking or skydiving? 3, 2, 1.
Skydiving.
Xian or swan? 3, 2, 1.
Swan.
Money or friends? 3, 2, 1.
Money. So that's all from us, and support us in the upcoming MPL. Bye bye.
I think all the teams really like that game.
I like that game.
When did they got it right or wrong? Everyone is just trying to hit their own teams. It's like, this is our once. This is one of the only chances we get to actually hit them on camera, and then it's fine. People won't judge us for it. So, I don't know. I think every team like this.
But we're going to jump into another video right now.
We are from team Todak. Okay, hari ini kita akan main satu game yang dipanggil Rapid Fire Question. Okay, so saya dengan Iwan akan jadi mangsa lah. So jom kita main.
Nana atau Rafaela sebagai marksman?
Nana. Apa ni?
You guys lebih prefer untuk jadikan Leila sebagai tank atau Kaja marksman?
Kaja marksman. Tank.
Kita ambil yang first lah.
Kita ambil first. Okay.
Mana Haji?
Soalan yang ketiga. Korang prefer untuk 0-10 dan menang atau 10-0 kalah?
10-0 kalah.
Aku cakap ambil full, cakap ambil second.
Korang lebih prefer untuk ada extra star ataupun star protection?
Extra star.
Durian atau petai?
Durian.
Dia betul pukul. Minyak betul pukul. Minyak betul pukul.
Steamboat atau BBQ?
Steamboat.
Hamburger atau pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza. Pizza suka. Aku tak suka.
Kopi atau tea?
Kopi.
Apa lah? Tea. Kau cakap apa? Tea. Ada lah. Kopi atau tea? Oh, ada.
Gunung atau laut?
Gunung. Betul pukul.
Faraz atau Fira?
Tidak.
Tak jangan kita bau. Jangan.
Tadi memang laju.
Slow sikit.
Okay. Sebab saya dengan Iwan pun tak berapa nak serasi. Even kita orang main mid sama-sama. So, kami daripada Todak sign out dulu lah.
Bye.
I like that. no expression face on E1. It's like, whatever, man.
Yeah, like I said, I think everyone just loves this game. Give it up to you.
I think
this is pretty good. This is pretty
the
good.
ones that really enjoy most are the one at the back hitting people. Trust me, the ones that sitting in front really having a hard time keeping that poker face going. Okay, but then we're gonna see these two teams, which is both are very good teams, and all top 5 team. But we're gonna go and jump into the feature play for Resurgence, none other than Mr. V, one of the best tanks out there.
Yep, over here we can see he's rocking the support emblem with Athena Shield first, and then Immortality, Brute Force Breastplate, Sky Guardian Helmet, and then finally ending off with Courage Mask. So yeah, Grok is probably one of the staple tanks for any tank player in any MPL. Grok is so crucial. Everyone has to learn how to use it, but in the MPL, you just gotta be exceptional with it.
We're jumping into Moon, which is one of the best mid player with Harith as featured, and is one of the most critical item to have is the Calamity Reaper. No matter whoever plays this lineup, it's gonna be this item first. And with the mystery shop with a lot of discounts on that, it's pretty fast farming phase for this kind of a build for Harith. So it's either roll it since the early of the game, or you not gonna make it in the late game.
Yeah, so Harith is definitely, as well, as I said just now, Grok is like the staple for
Most
a
of the
tank
tanks,
player. For the mid, Harith is definitely one of those that you really have to master, because
I think
Harith,
Kufra is a thing now.
Yeah, Kufra is a thing, but honestly, when your Harith is that good, you know the Kufra's bouncing ball is going to be there. You just have to kite while still managing to get the shield passive. But I heard that the draft is ready, so let's jump into it. So over here, we have Resurgence with Sana, Lun, Aeon, Mr. V, and Albi. And over at the Todak, we have E1, Moon, X-Ray, Chiku, and Nanas.
It's going to be the first ban for RSG. It's none other than Harith. I'm still looking forward for a Kufra ban for once. Please.
Yeah, well,
because every single game that have Kufra, the one that have Kufra kind of have higher win rate, if I'm not mistaken. If you've seen most teams that won the game, is the one with having Kufra on their side.
Yeah, I think if you want to ban out Kufra, it's better if you ban it if you're first pick, because rarely we see teams wanting to get Kufra as the first pick. But if you're a second pick, it's no problem for you to get the Kufra, right? So if you at the first pick, it's very good to ban the Kufra, but they ban the Grok, which I actually don't mind, because
we do know that they have a lot of good Grok players here.
Yeah, because Toda, if I'm remembering correctly, nearly every game E1 uses Grok.
Exactly.
Like I don't think he's been using any other tank, so that can throw a bit of the comfort away. Right now, Resurgence, they have a lot of good first picks for the one, Kaja, Xborg.
Obviously, Xborg will be probably a thing here.
Yeah, so Xborg is gonna be picked off. Toda, I think.
Chow is available.
Yeah, Chow is available. But the thing
Kefra is available. Kaja is there out in the open. We have so many good heroes still yet to be picked. There's so many good heroes in this patch, though. It's not really OP unless you get a better draft or lineup.
Yeah, so right now, Cho and Kaja have both been picked off, so they are high pick-off heroes. So Resurgence, they have to be careful, because this is kind of showing their identity of the draft, where they want to move around, they want to catch some people off, except if this is going to be an off-lane Cho, where he will be minding his own business in his own lane. He won't be roaming around that much. But still, right now, Resurgence, they are managing to catch the Kurfa and the Terizla, which is very good, because this kind of lineup, even if you pull someone, most of them are bad options. If you pull the Terizla, you're kind of helping him out. When you're pulling the Kurfa, helping him out as well, especially if you pull him towards a place where it's crowded with walls. And Xborg, he's just gonna be able to get out of it. Carry is a very good pick, because, as I said before, very tanky front line. They need a tank line destroyer, so Carry is definitely a good one over there. Resurgence, I would love if they ban the Gusion, because Moon's Gusion is amazing, and it's going to counter the Xborg.
But the thing is, what if Todak picks something like Akai? Is it going to be... I'm curious about what happens with Akai Hurricane Dance when it happens with the bouncing ball at the same time.
nothing happens. But with the Akai, there are two heroes that can cancel the Hurricane Dance. One is the penalty zone, and one is Kurfa's first skill. That can cancel as well. So if he manages to catch both of them at once, it's fine. But if he only manages to catch one of them, then the other one could cancel it. So right now, Lilia and Lunox has been banned, so the mid lane is furthermore reduced. I would love it if they pick Gusion right now, because Gusion...
Seems like they are hovering around Cyclops, but yep, you're gonna pick that one, right? Gusion is one of the best they have for Todak, which they banned out Lunox just now. But I'm really anticipating where can this be going, because we've seen Kufra on the other side, one of the best counter for Gusion. Can he condense away or jump out of that scene when there's bouncing ball going on?
Honestly, I think he can.
Because if you know the position right.
Yeah, because Moon's Gusion has been proven time and time again that his Gusion is amazing. So even though Kurfa can counter him, I kind of feel like that's kind of irrelevant. So right now we can see they're picking up the double mage. They're not opting for a marksman, although Changi can be somewhat as a marksman. Over there we can see the Akai new skin. This for everyone that doesn't know.
Oh, this is the one that you showed me before. Okay, you guys have to go and try to set your profile picture in MLBB to make sure that the frame hits your hat with the thing, you know. It's kind of cool. It's really cool. So we're going to jump into the game straight away. Let's go.
Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their...
To Todak, try again next season. Okay, untuk tim RSG ada Sana, di sini ada Laici, so di sana menanti, di sini menunggu.
That was cringy a bit. And it was going in for the I think that was a song, right?
I'm not gonna comment on that one. Anyways, we're back in the game right now. We can see that Resurgence, they're opting for the Xboard to clear the mid lane by himself, while the other two will be prowling around the other lanes, trying to see if Todak is trying to invade and catch them off guard. But over here, we can see that everyone is just chilling. Aeon is going to try to poke Moon out, which is very good. But right now, he has to be careful. His Firaga armor is almost out, and then, yeah.
This is interesting to put Xboard in a mid instead of a Guinevere. Really handy too. It's not really wrong.
No, this is honestly just for the first rotation.
Yeah, first wave of
creeps. First wave where they're both trying to secure something on the opposite lanes, because Xborg, he has Xborg is more or less going to be the other tank over here. Sana using the Terizla, he might be the offlaner. Yeah, he's definitely the offlaner. So Xborg just clearing the lane by himself and trying to poke out the enemy mid laner, because when your HP is low, it's going to be very risky for you to take the buff. And even if you secure the buff, you're not going to be that aggressive because of the amount of HP that you have.
And one more thing, that you have to go back for a regen, which is going to lose you a lot of creeps wave experience.
But so far, Moon looks fine. He's level 4 right now. Sana is level 3. Sana is going to get caught up over there. Moon is attacking him, but Sana manages to use his quick feet, and he looks like he's doing just fine. X-Ray is taking a lot of damage, but Iwan is here, and so there's no way for Sana to go away. He's definitely going to go down. But
they got a revenge on that.
Yep, and I would say it's very good for offlaner versus mid. The mid, when they go down, they lose the buff as well. So I would say that is a worthwhile trade. But right now, Iwan has to be careful. Oh, very, very quick hands by him. He flickered out just in time. Right now, Resurgence, they are going for the turtle.
And now not contested at all. A little bit too late for X-Ray to open up the map there, and they are not contested just yet. Managed to get the first turtle is a big win for them. For Resurgence, they got a lot of XP and gold that they really need to boost up a lot of level 4 there. You can see on the team. Obi is already level 5, but Aeon being kicked off away, and X-Ray, oh, that was a nice flicker back there. But Loon, that kind of a follow-up, didn't manage to get the kill right beneath the tower.
Yeah, very good by We can see X-Ray. His off-lane is really, really good. He manages to... Oh, never mind. E1 is going to get caught there by Mr. V. Moon trying to help out, but his dagger didn't manage to mark anyone over there. But yeah, one thing that I have to say is Todak, their reaction time towards the universe jump is really good. They have managed to dodge it both times. One by X-Ray and another one by E1. E1 had to use his flicker, but still, I think that's worth it just to survive.
Yep, their awareness are actually on point. They know whenever Guinevere is actually missing from the map, it's going to be one of the cores. And right now, they will probably not going to contest this crap for Todak. They're giving this one off. But the rest of RSG still trying to get a pick up with a trio roaming all over the place. Look at that. They might just want to get Kaja next if they want to, but we're looking at Moon, who's trying to go for Mr. V.
Oh, but Mr. V kind of counters that. Right now, Moon, Nanas, anyone's going to get caught. Nanas activating his ultimate, but he's going to get cancelled out. Right now, E1 is at the back line, and killing spree will be given over to the Challenger. And Challenger is going to look really good because when she has more items, she's going to be more damaging. She's kind of the marksman right now. Chiku using his flicker to run away. They're all chasing after him, and Chiku is going to go down over here by the Genevieve. Moon has marked E1, and Aeon. And Aeon is going to go down there. Aeon, roughly the same. But yeah, Moon manages to catch a return kill over there, but he has to be careful right now. Nanas is here. Albi activates his mirror shower. Oh, Mr. B going in again, and Nanas is going to go down. This team fight is going on for quite a while. EY manages to catch him.
Look at that. Managed to catch a Divine Judgment on Loon, and that's kind of a finish off. And Moon is really... I feel sorry for Chiku. He has been pressured with, like, what, 3 or 4 people on top. And there's no way for him to run. And they're really trying to shut him down. And right now, they're trying to go for the turtle, which will be contested by Resurgence very soon. Penalty zone is... Oh, never mind that, because it's like super fast burst on the Gushin as well as the carry.
Yeah, but Chuchu talks about how Chiku was pressured in his lane, and I think that is the proper way to play because you know that Chiku can be very dangerous, especially since the carry can destroy your front line. So better pressure him.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to because it's no sense in pressuring the actually no, even the Chow in the late game is going to be very, very dangerous. So they kind of have to pressure both lanes, which is not easy to do. Right now, E1 is going to go in. Aeon, oh my god, it's roughly the same name.
He is trying to juke it out, but there's nowhere for him to run. All top, mid, and anywhere angles, he's trying to run away. It's not going to happen. Sana, that was a nice penalty zone.
Oh, and Moon is going to go down. Very nice by Sana.
Disrespecting that territory and going in like that with the penalty zone still intact, that's a ballsy move for Moon. That got him punished straight away.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's very hard for the Gushin to actually burst down the Tesla. I know a lot of Gushin plays, and even they say it's very hard to actually kill him, even with a level advantage. Let alone when you don't have a level advantage. Over here, Nanas catching, but Mr. V is there trying to cancel. They managed to kill the Genevieve, but the Akai went down over there. So
I was kind of questioning where was the rest of the team to deal some damage because there's kind of a 2 tanks going in and Nuna's clipping that off of Loon. Yeah, that was worthwhile, but is it worthwhile entirely? Because you're not totally punishing for Resurgence if you're diving in like that. Well, right now they are kind of pushed in for Resurgence, getting more map control. But so that they are not that much worried because they are very comfortable on the playoff spot. But E1 kind of dodged that insanity right in the nick of time with a flicker. I don't think they're gonna pick up anybody soon.
Yeah, Aeon is really aggressive with this X-Borg. He saw E1 there, but without the moments of hesitation, he quickly engages his ultimate, and right now E1 is getting caught out. E1, oh my god. It's
a mouthful, but right now, trying to turn the tides, Moon, trying to just bait a little bit more. Actually kicked off airborne. Dex Chang'e going down. Will it be Nuna's neck? They are returning the damage. Like I said, it's not punishing enough for either of the team. Once they got caught in one pickoff, and they're just kind of
Chiku is gonna go down.
It's hard to be Chiku.
Yeah, Chiku was trying to steal their buff because he saw that everyone was at the top side of the map. So he tried to take it, but he took too much damage over there, and Lun just used his first skill and then execute, and then that's it. That's the end of the story. That's the end of the analysis.
Chiku has been shot down a lot. Look at that 0-3-0, and he really needs somebody to back him up. Probably Nunas have to really stay by his side.
Yeah, I agree. Nanas does have to stay by his side, but right now, I would imagine what they're thinking right now is that they have to get back the game, and one of the ways to actually get back is by pressuring other lanes, by rotating, by roaming around the map, and that's what I think Nanas is trying to do. He's trying to use his Akai to pick people off. But the thing is, there's a lot of cancel going on, and I don't know why Iwan is there, and then Iwan is gonna go down. Like,
I don't think Kaja is the hero to be opening up the map, but that was a nice penalty zone, but there's no follow-up for Sana. That's a big unfortunate because it will get 2 kills if only there's one more to follow up. But right now, Resurgence pulling off and pushing in the bottom, and the rest of the team for Todak, they have to go for a retreat 12-5 in terms of score, and slowly the gap of the goal is opened up as well.
Yeah, I think he opened the penalty zone more or less just to survive the engage just now between
and defending the tower as well.
And then look, they had both Cho and the Gushin. They're both building damage, and they could not take down the Terizla. When Terizla is in the lane, it's his lane. You go to him, you're that's not your lane, that's his lane. So you gotta be careful over that.
They need. That was Chow though.
Yeah, I actually think it's better off if they leave Terizla alone for a while. They should pressure Albi's Chang'e because
Albi and Loon, because they don't have a marksman on that side for Resurgence. So they try to drag it out for Chico, who has been shut down a lot by all of these teams from Resurgence. So it's all they need. I think I do prefer for E1 to go for the pick off and Ninas to go for a defense, because with the Hurricane that can push everybody away out of Chiku's so he can survive longer, which right now Resurgence take out the opportunity to go for a lot instead of defending bottom. Turtles is doing all the job bottoms for Sana. Well, this is the moment that they're gonna have to wait for the lot to go for the push, because like it or not, slowly Chico is kind of farmer even though he has been shut out in the early game.
Yeah, this is one of the good things about Chang'e. Chang'e can take objectives really fast before meteor shower. So it's because we see it during Turtle, during Lord. It's kind of like a Kimi, but I would say Chang'e skills a little bit better in the late game, while Kimi is much better in the early game. So right now we can see that Resurgence, they are pressuring the mid lane, they're trying to get it, but Todak is holding off. Aeon went in, trying to burst people out. Now Nanas is gonna go in. He manages. Oh, he flickered away. E1 is actually gonna go down. Mr. V flickers in. Lun goes in, kills the Akai. X-Ray is at the back line. He manages to kick someone off, and Moon is bursting everyone down. Double kill for him. Right now, Todak, they are winning the team fight. They only lost 2, while Resurgence lost 3, but
they
still.
almost lost it, that one. Luckily they didn't, because you've seen that how Insanity kind of popped just to bait, and they taken up the bait. They lost the tanks of their teams, but the cores are still intact, which is what
Look at
really
that damage. Moon, he tries to go in, but Chang'e is too fast. He couldn't catch him with the dagger. So yeah, honestly, for me, I think it was a little bit too much for him to engage just like that. I would prefer a little bit of patience, just because there were no minions. If the minions were there, then perhaps it would have been good. But for me, it's a little bit too much of an aggression there. But still, they managed to get the tower. They managed to get the objective that they want. It's just that they lost 3 people in the process, and I'm not sure if that was worth it.
But that's true. And looking at Chico, he just finished off his golden staff. It's gonna be a machine gun on a carry, but slowly they're climbing in back into the game. 14-8. The goal difference is not that big of a difference just yet, and slowly they are letting Chico to farm up. He got the assist, but Sana is trying to clear the lane. If it's dragging game, probably Todak will get this one as well. Ananas trying to bait out for Aeon's Insanity, but it's not gonna pop it up just yet, because he knows when the bait is taken off or not. We're waiting for Joe to go and make a move. Extra is actually in the bush up behind of Resurgence, so he's waiting to get the Chang'e vision and gonna kick in with a Way of Dragon. We're waiting for an engagement very soon. Both teams are actually at a stalemate. Both are waiting for one to make a mistake.
Yeah, right now Aeon is doing really good by zoning everyone out. He just used his fire stakes to push everyone away. Just now he pushed everyone from protecting the turret. Right now, actually we'll be seeing Sana over there, and he cannot do anything because Sana is way too tanky right now. Even actually, it's good that he hasn't died yet, so he hasn't made any critical mistakes. But still, it's so difficult to take him down. Right now, X-Ray is engaging onto Sana, and looks like actually he has to be careful. Sana is doing just fine.
He is hard to shut down. Look at that. If you're 1 versus 3, the penalty.
That was so beautiful.
Viola being followed up with Chang'e burst damage. It's seriously a well done to shut down X-Ray. He's a child. Who cares? You can take us down easily like that.
Yeah, so very, very good, I would say, synergy there from Resurgence, where the penalty zone and then the Loon following up, and then everyone, like, everything hit so nicely. Nanas, he could only zone people away. He can't catch anyone off, and Nanas is going to be punished for that. Right now, all 5 people of Resurgence are still alive, and they're aiming for the turret, but there is no minions left, so they have to back off. The Lord is going to spawn in 16 seconds. So anyone dying right now will cost them. Cho will be back in the game in just a few seconds.
But they don't have Akai. They really need Akai to be the front liner. It's not enough for Cho, which is playing assassin. And Kaja is very squishy to go for a first lineup. It's not suitable for now. They really need the tank, which is Akai, the only one they have. Well, they have a lot of tanky heroes on the other side for Resurgence. Teresa is almost impossible to shut down. He has the wings. There's no way for them to just easily kill him. His Xbox is actually very tanky too. They have Kufra to set things up. How can they manage to counter this? There's no way they can contest this. And what they do is just trying to split push top, because that's with what tier 1 tower still, and the Creep's gonna push up a lot if they still didn't take that tower on top. So I don't think this is gonna be easy for them to push him Resurgence, even though they have the Lord. Don't forget, we still have carry in the game.
Sana is caught out, but he's gonna use his penalty zone, and he manages to catch people there, but he's gonna go down to the carry now. Mr. V, he might be the next casualty. Mr. V is gonna get kicked out over there. Aeon go in with his last insanity, but I don't think anyone is gonna go down. Lord continues to go, and he manages to catch the Cho. Now E1 is in danger. Nanas follows up again, and the immortality is popped by Xborg. Moon trying to catch people from the back line. E1 actually manages to catch Mr. V over there, but Moon wasn't on the same page, and now Moon is gonna go down. E1 is 1 HP left from going down. Mr. V, soon enough, his passive is gonna go up. He will be able to push him away. And
I think, oh, sorry for that, but I think Akai just revived, but it seems like he just killed straight away. What just happened? That was really a squishy thing, and just now, that's a whole team wipe.
Yeah, very good from Resurgence, and this is what we were talking about. Resurgence, either they're amazing or, you know, not. So this is one of the situations where we see that Resurgence, they really brought it up. Like Todak, after losing to what's wrong with you?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I'm so energetic and hyped.
That's good for you. So now we're gonna go look at the stacks. Moon, he got the MVP for Toda, and E1, he looked really awkward using the Kaja, because as I said before, he's been using Grok all this while, and now he didn't get the Grok. He didn't look comfortable. He tried to give vision using Kaja, which is not what you do. Over here we can see the Resurgence Albi. He got the MVP over there, 716. His positioning is really nice.
But can we come to an agreement that we need to ban out Kufra? But we're going to jump into the highlight, which is brought to you by our legendary sponsors, Black Shark. Can we ban Kufra now? I've told you, there's no way that the winning team will always have Kufra on this side. And look at that, Teresa was being shut down in the early game, as well as Gushin. Every single time, that bouncy ball. The balls, though.
I'm not going to comment on that. When I use Kurfa, I win a lot of my games as well, so I have to agree that Kurfa is a really strong pick right now. It's just that whether the team wants to get it first pick over Xborg, over Kaja, over Cho.
But they have both Xborg and Kufra, man.
Dodak's drafting might need a little bit of work, but that's just...
I didn't say that. It's off.
Hey, I'm a caster. People have to entertain me, so I'm fine saying that. But E1, I see that he was a little bit
You're still not going moving on with you once awkwardness.
No, because I'm a tank player, so I can see when you're not comfortable using that, because I've been in that phase before where I just spam Grok, and then when I had to use Kaja, it was very awkward for me because I will overestimate my HP, my defenses, where I feel like I can go in, but in fact I don't have the tankiness from the Grok. So it's a transitioning kind of thing. Do I think he can use Kaja? Of course. He's in the MPL. When you're in the MPL, when you're playing tank, you can play all the tanks, all the fighters, all the supports. It's fine. It's not an issue. It's just that you have to readjust your mental state of where you have to calculate again your HP, your armor, your magic resist, and everything like that. But that'll be enough for me. We are live on Facebook Gaming, brought to you by EGG Network and Moonson. We have our legendary sponsor over here, Black Shark. My name is Lafel, and this is Choo Choo. Second game will be coming up right after this.
They told us that it's just a game. That nothing will ever come out of it. That it won't bring us fame or glory. That it won't make our country proud. They told us to stop wasting our time. Well, let them say all they want. We'll prove it to them. We'll be the champions. Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019, M1.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hero Spotlight. This week, a new hero, Masha, Wild Oats Fist, will join us in the Land of Dawn. Masha's basic attack is very deadly, and she has outstanding movement speed. What's more, she has a unique disarm ability and multiple HP bars. She can take a great advantage while fighting against enemies. Masha is invading the opponent's jungle with her ally, but was ambushed by 4 enemies. She casts her sprint to escape from those enemies and hide in the bushes, while seeking a chance to strike back. Masha casts Thunderclap and dashes to Angela, killing her quickly. Then, the other 3 enemies lay siege to Masha again, but the fearless Masha launches her strikes to them. With a superb lifesteal ability, Masha finishes the battle with a maniac kill. And that's our new hero, Masha. Pick her up for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points, with a 30% diamond discount in her launch week. Don't miss out. Want to know more strategies for Masha? Stay tuned for the Hero Guide and Road to Mythic available upon her release. Until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Come and join me in my dream world. You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Hello and assalamualaikum. We are live on Facebook Gaming, brought to you by EGG Network and Moonson and our legendary sponsor, Black Shark. My name is Lafel, and she is very smart. She's a doctor. This is Choo Choo. Hello, Choo Choo. How are you?
You're selling me out. Thanks for that, bro. Now I'm making out. But then we're walking into the World Championship very soon, which is going to be 15 to 17 of November this year. This is where you can buy your ticket. Be fast, or both our families are going to buy all the tickets from you guys. So it's going to be interesting, which is going to be 16 teams out of 14 countries. And if I'm not mistaken, 2 for top Malaysian teams for this MPL, and 1 for best Singaporean team to go and represent our countries, right? Singapore and Malaysia respectively. And back to that game recently, what happened?
Yeah, so over here we can see that Resurgence fought against Todak, and so far Resurgence, they have shown that they know how Todak moves, and they actually, I feel like they actually conquered the game from start to finish. They didn't really give any hiccups for Todak to really recover. Sana just hold his lane. No matter how many times Moon came to help X-Ray to get a kill over there, he couldn't do it. And the Changi's position is so good that I kind of never saw it on screen. Like if you really think about it, you kind of don't see Changi on screen, and yet
She knows the position
Yeah,
herself.
she's the MVP. She knows that she has the longest range out of everyone in the game. So there's no one able to actually catch her out of position. So that's really good. And now what Todak has to do, right, is they have to get back the mentality of what they, I don't know, but in my opinion,
What kind of mentality? Because our producer's laughing, so I laugh. I was like, what kind of mentality again? Wait, I lost. Oh, I lost it halfway. Where were we
give
again?
E1 a tank that can open the map for everyone.
It's not going to be Kaja, that's obvious.
No, I almost feel he should have been given the choke. If he can play Cho tank, I think it's better off for him. It's because Cho is more tanky than the Kaja, so he can do what he wants to do a little bit better. Anyways, I heard that we are ready for the draft pick, so let's go and see what's going on. Over here we can see Xboard has been banned out by Todak.
Not hesitating. We know how much Xboard can deliver damage. That Insanity just now was kind of a right timing, always on point. The thing is, they gave... Can we just ban Kufra, please? Just ban Kufra for once. I really want to see a game without a Kufra and not... Either team has a, like, 50-50 chance. I mean, because we know there's a little bit higher percentage of Kufra winning when it comes to that game. So I don't want Kufra, man.
Yeah, even though a game where a Kufra will lose, we still see that the Kufra is doing a lot. You know, like he can engage, he can defend, he does everything for the team.
He can set up. That's the thing. Every single time that people jump in when they're using Kufra, it's always almost 100% killing it. I wouldn't say 100%, almost, because there are times they kind of let off. But Teresa being banned now, probably a respect ban from the last game.
I think X-Ray was more or less traumatized.
Didn't say that.
By not being able to do anything. But honestly, if he took the Dire off, I think the Dire off can handle the Teresa.
Hey, speaking of Dyrus, I haven't seen him forever. The whole day today. Where's Dyra? Come on, guys, bring it up. Yes! I'm so happy, man. Let's cast this game. This is going to be a brilliant game. Esmeralda is still up in the pool. We still have Kaja and Grog is there as well. And Chow, not forgetting one of the best pick for anybody.
I think they're going to take the Grog.
Probably Cho.
Nah, I think they're gonna take the Grog.
I don't want to put bats because it's a... Again, it's haram for us. I really want to see a Cho there.
I actually disagree for them to banning the Kurofa just for one reason. See? They're gonna take the Grog.
You know what? Fine. Take it.
Yeah, so
He needs it.
here's the thing. Why do they have to ban the Kurofa is because
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, Kimi is open, but here's the thing. Why ban the Kurofa? They could have banned something else. They could have
Please ban the Kufra.
No.
I'm so done with Kufra.
No,
man.
because Resurgence, they could have taken the Kurofa because Toda is not going to first pick it. Like, honestly, if you give them Grog, they're going to take the Grog. So might as well you just take the Kurofa.
They're centralized more on the Grog
Yeah.
play. So maybe, but then we're gonna have to wait and see if this is gonna work for Todak or not, they have a lot that they still can play, like Esmeralda, for example, can jump into Kimi, which is not a bad thing either. I'll still have Kaja in the pool if they still want to go for a Kaja, which not working out for their first game. They picked off that. This is interesting. So I've seen Esmeralda being played off in off lane. It's not a bad side lanes too for Esmeralda. Problem is, it won't be as aggressive as Esmeralda until it's kind of a mid-game thing because you don't have buff on the Esme.
The thing is, I think the Esme will still get the buff. We will see the lineup, but I think the Esme will get the buff. Right now, what is really good for Todak is they are playing a double mage with the Esmeralda. And because
make it Changer too, make it triple then.
No, because
I'm just kidding.
No, because with the presence of Esmeralda, you cannot build Athena Shield, and Athena Shield is the best magic resist item right now. The second best is the Oracle. The worst.
That's very smart.
Yeah, the worst is Cursed Helmet, because Cursed Helmet has a lot of HP, but barely any magic resist. So right now, Resurgence, whether they want to or not, they have to throw away Oracle from their build. They have to build the Oracle, the Athena Shield from their build and take the Oracle. So right now, Todak's damage is gonna look amazing even without a marksman. Just from simple fact that Resurgence cannot build much magic resist, and I think this is gonna be a remake.
Yeah, maybe. Kind of no bans of that.
Yeah. So.
But then I'm thinking about Lolita here. It's actually a nice counter for a Luna, so maybe they just don't want to ban because they can. It's not necessary you have to ban. There are some tactical things that they did when they are not banning. They actually open up more opportunity for themselves too. And give off. It's like we challenge you to take this, and we might pick a counter for that.
Yeah. But we will see. Resurgence is taking the like a proper hero. So maybe they have gotten to an agreement around at the back to say that we want to ban this hero, so please don't take this hero, because that is possible because we have the Marshall there. So over here we can see all the heroes are proper heroes. They're not like Nana, they're not Layla or anything like that. So perhaps it will still go on.
But I like how they ban out Diggy and pick a Guinevere there for Resurgence. They just take out all the heroes that will be a problem for the lineup.
Yep.
And just going in for this proper lineup setup. But then the Leo kind of a strong pick too for a Todak.
Yeah, Leomar is definitely very strong. The only problem with him is that because of the minion nerf, where the gold and experience has been reduced, it's gonna be really hard for Leomar to farm, just because you're not gonna get a lot in the early game. You have to join the team fights for it to be really effective. But over here we can see that Dyrov has been picked off. And Dyrov is really strong against Leomar. But let's watch the game first.
Girls with their nails done.
Good luck at that. But anyhow, we're gonna walk into Todak versus the Resurgence's game. That's a really hype music going on. I hope the game is gonna be like super. But we never know. The first game taken up by Resurgence. A good.
Yep, we're gonna watch which one is gonna win. Either the dolphin or the fiery bird.
Smash them.
I've just noticed that when
Yeah,
you
see,
mentioned.
yeah.
Is it Firebird? I think it's a Phoenix. Man, don't say it's a Firebird. Come on, give it.
Is a phoenix a fiery bird?
It is.
My case has been won by me, myself, and I. So Nana's trying to check over there for Kimi, and yes, the Kimi was there. Right now, they haven't noticed Moon yet, and then Moon is gonna attack Albi. Albi has to use his sprint, and right now Moon has taken a lot of damage, but yeah, so the Esmeralda is gonna play the marksman position as I thought, because both of these mages they do want the buff. So instead of playing at the off lane, just play at a bottom where they're more or less gonna farm. But over here we can see that the show is taking the buff aggro. So Moon, I don't think he will be there for in time, because Mr. V is doing a good job taking care of their attention. And right now, maybe their jungle is gonna get yeah, the jungle has been taken by Albi. That was pretty good. I think Albi took it.
Oh, it seems like the rest of Todak is not happy with what Resurgence have done. They are still stealing away that crab right underneath their nose. Exactly, and Ewan is kind of happy they got 2 crabs at that just to compensate that the jungle is being cleared out by Resurgence. Now, will it be the first blood going over the place at bottom lane? I don't think so. It's almost 2 minutes into the game and no first blood just yet, but a little bit, I think still the same goal difference. Though they take the crap open up.
Yeah, right now the thing is both of these teams, they have drafted a very strong early game over the Resurgence. Obviously, they have the Kimi, so Kimi is definitely going to be the pew pew kind of situation where yes, Sana over here managed to catch E1 over there, and Aeon is gonna follow up. Aeon just flickered it. Everyone flickered it for that first blood. So again, E1 got caught out. They did trade a lot of flickers for that, so it's not the best, but it's fine. Right now, Resurgence, they are gonna get this turtle.
Oh, thank God! That's a big one, and now looking at this, Moon is charging right in Sana, even though he jumped right in, but it was a little bit too late. They still compensated. Not really. They got more kills at that. Aeon will be the one next. That's a big big kill up for Todak, and it seems like this game gonna be interesting enough.
Thank you, Choo Choo. Yeah, so right now the thing is, both of these teams have drafted a really strong early game, where, as I said, Resurgence, they have the pew pew situation with the Kimi, and over at Todak's side, they have the double mage, which they do want to play more on the early game side and then let X-Ray farm up. X-Ray managing to get a kill over there is really big right now. Chico is going to engage onto Aeon. Aeon might go down over there, but Aeon uses the way of the dragon. Chico is going to get knocked up. Sana followed up with her ultimate, and Chico is going to go down. Moon engages, but Moon is a little bit too late. Chico has fallen, but Joe is dead, and the Genevieve is dead as well. So it's actually a win for Todak.
I'd say it's a big loss for Todak a bit, because they lost Chiku, which they needed for their mid laner too. What Moon though, we're talking about bottom lane, which gonna be charged right in. Mr. B dropped the hammer. That goes Obi. With that burst kind of damage, that AoE burst really deals a lot, but still didn't manage to get a kill just yet. But and E1 kind of going in for the hustle. E1, that he's having a hard time with Kaja. He has been the first blood for the last game too.
Yep. So right now, he has to do more catches for Chiku, but so far it has been a little bit, as I see it, to be a little bit forced. Right now, Aeon is roughly around the top lane, trying to get something over here. E1 uses his flicker, trying to catch Albi, but Albi is a little bit too fast, but the wall has been set down, so Nanas is going to try to catch him, but not enough damage. Nanas is going to go down. Very good kiting by the Kimi over there, and now we see Lud versus again the X-Ray, and Lud is so low, but he manages to get his ultimate. Off, and that's a big burst of damage. Sana goes in, but Chiku manages to go there, but Eon,
oh, there goes the Brilliance been popped. He knows exactly when the time of the Way of Dragon should be out, and that secure one kill for X-Ray and Chiku. Both are being punished straight up front. Or the rest of Resurgence still going in for a lingering around. Turtle's Pit, probably going to secure themselves the objective, but I think Esmeralda going to kind of got caught, here. And there goes, it will be Moon, the next victim for Todak.
Yeah, so far, I kind of want to say both teams are looking roughly the same, but Resurgence are playing the early game really well, but both of the teams, their goal are roughly the same. Both rocking 30,000 gold each, but Resurgence, they do. I feel like they have more confidence in this game right now compared to Todak. Even though the kills and everything is looking roughly the same, Aeon being really aggressive against Nanas, and he kicks him. But
there's no follow-up with that. And now E1 is the one being down. What was that about?
Yeah, so over here we can see a little bit of mistake over there where the Chow was being really aggressive, but everyone was far away. I do feel like he has called his members over, but it's going to take a long time for everyone to follow up. Right now, X-Ray, he is going to take the tower over there, no problem. Right now, Nanas might be getting caught here. Look. And Albi and Mr. V are over there, but it looks like he's gonna be there. He's gonna run away pretty easily. But the thing is, I think they're gonna secure this turret. Lun is tanking. Aeon went in, and then their combo is really good. Where the Way of the Dragon. And hold that thought. Moon is gonna go in. He is gonna chase after the Genevieve. But not much can be done. Aeon is also able to run away. Mr. Oh, very nice.
But then there's no follow-up damage. The Kimi and Darath both are focusing on the bottom lane. Right now, they are trying to secure the turret, going on for the objectives instead of going for the kills. This is amazing done while Resurgence still holding off their composure. Moon, though. Oh, he is, look at that. That was a lot of damage he's been tanking. And then X-Ray, Aeon is going in again, and this is not gonna be a super great. For Todak. Chico will be next, but still managed to get one kill off of that. Moon doing all the work at the back. Mr. V is not being killed, he's not punished, and Moon, they are trying to go for Nina's neck. And kind of, what is this? Moon was kind of rotating the other way. What happened?
Yeah, so over here, very clean team fight by Resurgence. Even though the Chow went down, but still 4 members are still up, and only Moon is the only one to survive. And the thing is, Choo mentioned that they're just going for the objectives, and I think that's the best way to go about when you're having Kimi. Instead of farming, instead of doing anything else, when you see a turret that's free, just go for it. Right now, Todak, they are really struggling where they have the double mage. They should have the early burst damage, but so far they haven't got any good engages coming from anyone over here. And the thing is, Aeon and Sana, their synergy is so on point.
Exactly.
Every time. The way of the dragon, it's like they can predict where the enemy is going to be pushed at. It's going to get kicked at, and then Sana is just going to wait there. Once the enemy is starting to land, will use the ultimate to continue the combo, and that's
true.
Very, very good.
It's like indefinite CC. There's no way you can get out from that. And once you've been kicked, it's almost 100% death. And look at this, look at that. And then, wow, there's so much. Things going on, but they still didn't get that kill. A lot of ultimate be wasted on that just now.
Yep, they wasted it on the tank, and yes, the tank almost went down, but still, it's a tank. Even if you kill him, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Right now, Moon is trying to get any farm that he can, but Moon is going after him, and he has to be careful. Oh, X-Ray getting caught, but he used the Purify, so he should be fine. Aeon and Chiku are gonna back away. Right now, Mr. V is going to bring in the hammer, but no one is going to get caught in another. From behind, but he's going to be damaged a lot by the Kimi in the back line, and he's going to go down right now. And Moon is trying to do something over here. Aeon trying to pick someone off, but he has to flicker away because he has no ultimate right now. He has no way to drive. He cannot displace anyone.
And one more thing, he's real low on HP. There's no way he can sustain any more damage. to tank that up for. But while Sana is actually pushing on top solo, the rest of the team still getting on bottom. Kimi taking with a lot of turrets here with that jungle emblem, but this time it will be them. Sana!
Oh, Sana!
That
What?
1 versus 3. He was being
Sana is still
ambushed.
surviving. Oh my god, right now, Sana is getting Moon again, but Moon, I think you Purify over there, and Sana is still surviving. Moon almost down. Over here, Nanas is gonna go down.
Wow,
that was
live steal.
amazing.
That live steal, man, after the Quang Violet hit, everybody was knocked up in the air and straight away region almost half of her HP for Guinevere backed up.
Yeah, this is the thing. When Genevieve does not have a good early game, you do not see the damage. And when there is no damage, there is no sustainability. But over here, 6, 1, and 8. Look at the items. She has concentrated energy. That itself is a very good sustain item. She has Necklace of Durance, so the other team cannot sustain. And even though it's a little bit, but